history is something that we all have, something that we cannot change. We can only look back at it and learn from it. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning. Oh, welcome to the live stream of Chaos. Yes, it's been a chaotic day. How is everybody? Yes, it has been a very day. This day can be doshushia. Yes. So, how is everybody? Welcome in. I hope my sound is coming through loud and clear. I hope it's not fading in and out until I get my new microphone, which I'm trying to work out which one I'm going to get. So hopefully by the end of this stream, I would have decided on which one I'm going to get. Banner, obviously the link's up there. If anyone does wish to jump up, I'll just say my hellos to everyone that's in the chat. Fisher's out there cooking dinner. Scotch steak, very nice. So first one in the chat tonight was Temple Transmission, aka Barry. Hi you, Dan and Fisher. Well, hi you. Next one in was Leah. She says, morning guys, which is pretty tame for Leah. Down, next one in, Tim. Good morning, Tim. Nice to have you in, mate. I wasn't sure if anyone was going to go live tonight, but I just, off the cuff, just put it in there, so I thought I'd start the live stream. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to go for. I don't know how much energy I've got in me. I've had an eventful day, which I'll get into more detail once I have someone to enter off, hopefully. Next one in is Ali. So Ali says, good morning, Dan Under. Good morning to you, Ali, or good afternoon from me. Good evening from me, 7:52 p.m. It was about 31, 32 degrees today, so it felt like it was a lot hotter in the sun. Okay, next one in. I am Betty J. Gathers. Hello. Hello, Betty. How are you? Betty's in America for our UK viewers. So, yeah, welcome. This is just a random chat stream, sort of a debrief for myself. Remember, give Dan a thumbs up when you come in. Thanks very much. Yeah, a thumbs up goes a long way. Comment on my videos. Comment, like comments go a long way. Like, you don't. If something wasn't nice, say it. If something was good, say it. Like your feedback helps me determine what I do better in this channel. Why are you all in Lego Vision? Something's going on. Hold on. Is that a bit better? I'm having a few issues with nearly 9 a.m. Cold as.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Freezing, mate. It's opposite here. Like I have the aircon on 26 degrees and I'm freezing, mate.
Sort of.
I think we're having issues with the internet. That's why I'm all blocky. Just thought, yeah, because it's a really hot day, so obviously everything's stretched out.
Of course, freezing. I'm sat in my front room. I got the heater on full blast and the radiator, and it's still cold. What the fuck? Oh my god!
Oh god, my phone. Okay, so obviously the thing's going in and out again. Ah. Aha, that might be it. Is that better? Might be better. If not, I'll have to. Oh, hang on. Just gonna fix this up in like a second. Okay. Not working now?
Yeah, it's working now.
Yep, cool. Go, Barry. Oh, you're very
morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, goodbye. Hello.
Hello.
Who? How are we?
When you got the polar neck on, you can tell it's cold in London when the polar necks come out.
Oh, you got the turtleneck out.
Yeah, it's so cold. I've set fire to all the furniture in my living room. Not my furniture, just everything that belongs, but everything that belongs to the missus. Yeah. There's a great big bonfire of underwear going on.
Burning of underwear, not of bras.
Yeah.
Don't think they provide that much heat though, unfortunately.
Well, I'm not burning my wank-tan, that's for sure. How are we?
It's synthetic. Hopefully it's synthetic.
Yes, it's cold as a fuck. Really cold.
Hey, you could ask your wife to bring you back a silk wanks.
A silk wangsuit? No. You'd use it once and then you'd soil it, wouldn't you? Dan, you're in potato vision today, so what's going on?
Yeah, so it's Minecraft vision.
Why?
Have you changed the latency settings on YouTube?
What?
All right.
Can I change that? How can I change that?
I don't know. It's even happening on StreamYard. Normally, it just happens on YouTube. Try resetting your router.
Okay, well I'll do that. I'll be back then.
Can't you switch to 4G or something while you do it? No. Okay. Indeed, silk stains. Yeah, that's right. Nothing worse than putting on a brand new pair of pajamas and then staining it.
I'll be back. Okay.
All right then.
Keep it going.
Yeah. How are you, Tim? You all right, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. You all right?
Yeah. I had some messages last night. A certain person still causing trouble.
Well, a certain Mr. from up north side, like up that way from me. Is that the one you're talking about?
No. gentleman with a very unruly beard and sweat rings under his
Oh, him! Oh, God!
t-shirt.
Can he ever go away or what?
Well, funny you should say that because I was thinking the same thing. I'm just so tired of it. I saw the messages last night. I'm like, oh, really? Can't be asked.
Worth getting involved in it all anymore, is it? It's just like, poof.
Well, I'm the first one that gets accused of enjoying drama. Keep saying over and over again, I can't be asked. I'm not interested. Fuck off! Anyway, yeah, apart from that. Yeah, I ran out of milk at like 5 o'clock this morning, and the nearest sort of supermarket opens at 6. So I had a really large cup of coffee, made it last. Jumped in the shower, then I popped out. And when I was out, I really felt like going for a walk, but I couldn't be asked doing that either. So yeah, I grabbed 4 pints of milk, which used to be 99p. When I first moved to this flat, I mean, that's extraordinarily cheap. That's too cheap. That's the supermarket subsidizing the farmers, isn't it? But yeah. Used to be 99p for 4 pints. Now it's 1.75.
Yeah, I noticed we do usually get a pint. It's about used to be like 60p. Now it's now it's gone up to quid 5. I think it is something like that. £1.5.
Yeah, I think it's about that down here.
I always, whenever you say London price, I always put like 50p to £1 on top of what I would usually pay.
Yeah, well, not necessarily. I mean, yeah, that's generally speaking, that's kind of right. But my wife does something called smart shopping, which at the beginning I used to find annoying because she would stop me from just buying the first thing that you see in the supermarket, and then she'd say things like, "No, you can get that tin of beans 4p cheaper down the road," and I'm like, "All right then." So now I've very, come around to the fact that it's a good to save 4p off a tin of beans is why not? Why would you not do that? So now when I go shopping, if there's if it's a couple of pence, unless I'm desperate for that thing, in which case then you pay whatever you want to pay. Isn't it? But yeah. So we buy things in bulk now as well. Thank God for the internet. That's all I can say.
It's always good to get pennies off stuff.
Yeah.
Mounts up in the end.
Mounts up. That's right. And then you can spend it all on Star Wars toys. I wouldn't do. No, I would do that. No. Yeah, I would do that.
I would.
Yeah, I would too. I had an email from Hasbro Pulse last night. They're re-releasing the ATST Scout Walker.
Yeah, I've seen
which I really want.
One with Chewbacca in it, isn't it? That's the one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I watched the live because they do live previews on YouTube.
Oh, do they? Oh, right. Okay. I'll subscribe to that. Let's have a look.
It's quite boring, no? I got to be honest with you. It's like, yeah, they show the stuff, but it's like the presenters are just so like they're like cardboard. You know what I mean? It's just like watching cardboard cutout people presenting stuff. Like it's awful, like terrible. Yeah, I've seen it. Have you seen the Endor bunker thing as well?
I did see that. Yeah. I quite fancy getting that as well, to be honest.
Yeah, it's got the guy with the beard, isn't it? It includes the famous guy with the beard. I don't know.
Oh, the bunker guard you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's a rebel, he is basically, but he's a scout trooper. Has been captured. Obviously, and he nicked his armor and slapped it on a rebel.
Right. Oh, I didn't know that.
It's supposed to be a clone. From the old clone, like an old clone just in the Rebel Alliance or something. I'm not sure, but that's what I've heard. Down the grapevine. Everybody keeps calling him Rex for some reason. You remember Rex, the clone trooper?
Vaguely.
You've probably seen it from probably He's never really featured in anything but the Clone Wars cartoon, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm just googling a picture. Yeah, do you know what? I've never seen any of those Clone Wars.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I was watching. What did I watch last night? Oh, I watched Prometheus last night. I fucking love that film. I love Prometheus. I'm not into Alien Covenant particularly, but
No, I don't know that.
And then I was watching a bit of Get Back, and then I was playing a bit of guitar, but I had to plug my headphones in.
No. The Beatles evening then.
Kind of. And then I was fucked, so I went to bed.
I was on with Sap for a while, and I think Leslie came on as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was on for a little bit. Yeah.
Oh right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now that you mentioned it, yeah, I did see. I did see that you'd done a stream last night.
Face to the name.
Yeah, she seems all right, doesn't she? Quite friendly.
Nice.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not an exclusive club, so yeah. If anyone wants to come on, the only requisite is you have a camera, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you can come on. Well, that's on my channel. Can't speak for anyone else.
Oh, I've been listening to the channel Fall of Civilizations podcasts.
I don't know that, Ali.
What that's all about. What happened to Dan? It looks like Dan's his internet's definitely playing up.
Yeah, I get the same thing every now and again. Normally, before I do a big live stream, doesn't matter so much when I'm on someone else's, but I'm doing my own. I normally reboot my computer, reboot the router, and then come on.
I can't believe I'm shipping in my own front room. What the fuck?
Welcome back.
I say that every single day, and I forget that I've even said it. Like, I have done. That's better.
Yeah. I haven't turned on the heating in the bedroom at all this year, so last night was the first time. But I turned the heating off here. I checked my usage, and the day before yesterday, I used about £17 worth of electricity. Yeah. So I've spent as much on electricity so far this month as I did like for a month and a half in the height of the summer when we had the heat wave. Fucking outrageous.
Do you have gas? Do you have gas?
Nah, don't have gas. Do you have gas, Tim?
No.
Yeah, got gas as well. Yeah.
Because gas is cheaper sometimes. Hey, Fluff and stuff. Nice sunny Whit Sundays.
Hey, Fluff and stuff.
She's up at the Whit Sundays.
Whit Sundays.
I was away from me.
Yeah, but it is. You know, it's bad. Like you're cold, but you just think to yourself, if I turn that on, I'm going to just be bankrupt. So it's fucking outrageous.
There's going to be a lot of people this year, I reckon, who are going to be very ill.
Yeah.
Do you eat or do you stay warm?
Gateway to the Great Barrier Reef. I've always wanted to visit the Great Barrier Reef, or at least visit it before it dies completely. I think parts of it are trashed, aren't they? The Great Barrier Reef.
Well, they blame the starfish or something. But it's just had a bang from next door. Well, we think it must be the amount of tourists who go out there.
Yeah, maybe. I thought it was overfishing.
Possibly.
Well, at least know where it is, mate. I know where the Great Barrier Reef is.
It's one of the things in Australia you can see from space.
I think I was about 5 or 6. Yes, you can see it from space. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was about 5 or 6 years old. And my parents bought me a book for Christmas, and it had it was called something like 1,001 Questions Answered. And question number 1 was, what is the Great Barrier Reef? So I became obsessed with it a little bit.
Well, if you listen to Ostentatious, he says in one of his lines he used a lot of Australianisms in his song, like his song Australiana. He goes, "Great Barrier Reefer."
Yeah, can't smoke it. I've never been diving. I'd like to go diving. I've been muff diving, if that counts.
Oh, he's not.
Sorry, that was just an opportunity to get a sex joke in.
That's the opportunity to get to
No,
screen
seriously,
18 plus. Thank you.
I'd like to do scuba diving. A friend of mine went to, is it St. Lucia or something? And he said he did diving there. Yeah, very, very amazing, beautiful, and very cheap as well. Can I do it for a day for like $30 or something?
Well, so you could go diving over there, but you need a heated.
Well, funny enough, I was actually reading something the other day. So my hometown, where I grew up in Wales, the world's first submarine was built in Birkenhead, which is quite near to where Melissa lives. But it actually sank just off the coast of Rhyl. So it's actually under about 200 meters of water just off Rhyl Harbour. But there's only two divers that are qualified to actually dive to the wreck, and they're anxiously trying to preserve it. So it's been designated as an official wreck in the UK. So there's like an exclusion limit around it, but there's only actually 2 divers qualified to kind of protect it. I always thought it'd be cool to go down there and have a look. But it looks like something from a cyberpunk video game. It's like a wooden tub with a corkscrew thing on the front. It looks like it could bury into the sand and journey to the Earth's core. It's really, really Victorian looking, but pretty awesome. But that was the world's first submarine. And then in the 1960s and early 70s, the world's first commercial hovercraft service went from, again, somewhere on Merseyside, or maybe even Liverpool to Rhyl.
Yeah.
And it was quite popular for a while. So I never got to go on.
Never been on hovercraft.
No.
Never seen them down in Dover. The big ones down in Dover.
The big ones are really, really impressive.
Matt did a video, didn't he?
Yeah, do you remember a company called Sealing?
Yeah.
They used to run all the ferries, didn't they, across the English Channel? And they had like a whole fleet of hovercrafts.
Was that Stena Sealing? I think it was
Stena, yeah. Stena Sealing, that's right. Yeah.
No.
So I would love to go diving. Now this is essentially a subject to understand, but during World War II, a Japanese sub was sunk in Sydney Harbour.
Okay.
There, and obviously, if I was to dive there, I would want to film it, but then I have to be culturally sensitive. It's such
in what
a subject
sense?
both. Well, for the Japanese people, obviously, people passed away in that submarine. It was a mini sub. It was a Japanese mini sub.
Or like one of those kamikaze subs.
I don't think it was a kamikaze sub. I think
because the Japanese had they had an entire fleet of like one-person operation submarines that they would they'd have like a warhead attached to the front, and then they just drive it into the side of a battle cruiser or whatever. Fuck me, that bird's noisy.
Yeah, I'm about to scream my head off at it now. Shut up!
Shut up!
Okay, so the one that's in Sydney Harbour is the Imperial Japanese Navy midget submarine.
Yeah.
Midget submarine. It's like submarine midgets.
Oh,
Can't call it that.
No. That's what it's called. I'll share the screen. Have a look.
Oh wow,
Mm.
that's cool.
Speed of 19 knots. So
Oh yeah, midgets.
that's it there.
Fucking hell.
6. There you go. It's an M27 showing the effects of the demolition charge fired by.
Mm.
Cool. They don't really have a lot of stuff like that in Japan because they're obviously they were an occupied country, weren't they? So a lot.
There you go. So look, the first midget submarine to enter Sydney Harbour, M27, was manned by Lieutenant Kinshi Truman, Petty Officer Takeshi Omori. Takeshi Omori, yeah. So at approximately 8 p.m. It had gone far. It had not gone far, however, when the vessel's propellers became entangled in anti-submarine nets close to the western boom.
Mm.
The disturbance in the water caused the snare submarine. But the snare submarine was so soon observed in subsequent boats. HMAS Yarama and HMS Loretta were ordered to investigate. They were cheated of their prey, however, when the submarine crew, realizing that they couldn't not set free the midget's propellers, chose a warrior's death, firing demolition charges that destroyed their craft at 10:37 p.m., raising a general alarm. There you go. So they basically gave. There you go. There's how many came into Sydney Harbour.
Fucking hell.
So an M22, Matsu, and Mizuki.
Whoa.
M24, Ben and Shabi.
Got right in there, didn't they? Fair dues.
So yeah, so this is Sydney Harbour. Obviously, that's the harbour bridge there. That's that's
midget gems, mini gems. Yeah, I've seen that. Ali.
That's Lady Macquarie's. So basically, this is Garden Island here. This is where all our Navy ships are there.
And what were they trying to do? Just blow up the bridge?
Well, they were entering the port. That's Sydney Harbour.
Yeah, but what were they trying to do in the harbour?
I don't know what they're going.
They can't. They're not ready for an invasion with just 2 submarines, are
they? They sunk. That's
just to inflict as much damage.
Very cuttable.
Oh, is that where is that where the Australian Navy was based, in the harbour?
Okay. So if you're looking here, there's that's North Head. There was guns there. That's Middle Head, and that's South Head. So there's the army. That's where the what do you call
it? The Royal Australian Navy consists of 50 commissioned vessels and 16,000 personnel. We are one of the largest and most sophisticated naval forces in the Pacific region, with a significant presence in the Indian Ocean and worldwide operations. That's currently, though.
Back then, look, that's.
But you don't have you don't have nuclear-powered submarines like we do.
We do now. We are getting them.
I think you're buying them, aren't you? You're buying them from America.
Yeah, that's why the French got the shits.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, some of the Navy back then.
I think we only have I could be wrong. I think we only have 8 or 12 nuclear-powered submarines in the UK. There aren't many of them.
There you go. There's a composite midget submarine now on display at the Australian War Memorial, Canberra. Well, there you go. Yeah. I'll have to go down there. That's just a submarine. You can see the damage there.
Have I told you the story about my mate? He used to work on nuclear submarines. He used to be a sailor. And one night I was having a conversation with him on the telephone, and he was telling me this stuff. And he was kind of showing off because he was saying to me, well, a lot of it's classified, and I can't really tell you, some of the things that we got up to. He said, but one of the best things I ever did, he said, was they do this on most nuclear submarines. They actually sail underneath the North Pole, and then they surface right at the pole. And then you can literally break through the ice and you climb out the top of the submarine, and they get out and they play football at the North Pole. And he said to me that he's done that, which I think is pretty cool. And then I confused him because I said, "Have you ever done it at the South Pole?" And he went, "No." I went, "No, you wouldn't be able to do that at the South Pole."
You think that's land? It's actual land.
It's a land
It's actual land, yeah.
He went, "Oh right, okay."
Yeah, because the North Pole is just floating ice.
Yeah, but if you Google it, I mean, it's not just like military vessels. There's a few commercial kind of research ships and things that end up coming up under the North Pole. It's not technically, it's not a difficult thing to do, depending on the time of year, obviously. Yeah, that's a supermarket here in the UK. There are some candy sweets called midget gems, and
we've got the same here. That we used to have.
Renamed them for political correctness reasons, not because the word midget offends anybody particularly. They're just some.
Well, we got things over here that changed names. We had cheese that was called coon cheese.
Yeah. Why was it called coon cheese?
It was after the person that made the cheese. His last name was.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to be sensitive here when I say this. I don't want to.
Well, yeah, I can't. I don't have a problem with them changing the name of that one. Yeah.
But it was named after the guy. That's the trouble. That's his last name.
Yeah. No, I think it's fair enough to change that.
Who invented coon cheese? Edward William Coon. That's his name.
Yeah.
Let's change it to cheer, CHEER, so cheer cheese. I think they changed the name of, but it's Redskins.
Uncle Ben's has now disappeared, isn't it?
Because it was a slavery or something.
I think Uncle Ben was like a plantation character. I think, could be wrong.
We had Redskins, which were lollies. Now they're called Red Rippers.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, I can kind of see why they would want to change that. I would think that that's a good thing to change something like that.
At the end of the day, I've worked with Native Americans. And, said, "Oh, do you want a redskin?" He goes, "I am a redskin."
Yeah.
And I sat there and I went, "Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to offend you." He goes, "Mate, I love them. You know what I mean? I enjoy them." He goes, we don't really look at them. They're lollies." He goes, "They're red in colour." Well, they changed them to Red Rocket over here, and they had to quickly change them to Red Rippers because Red Rocket is a nickname for a dog's penis over here. So they call it Red Rocket.
Well, they went through this in the railway industry here quite a while ago. I remember going on a training course where basically on the outside of a railway train carriage, there's something that we used to call it a butterfly cock. So it's just a valve, and the minute you turn it, it releases the air on the door locks, and you can open the doors of the train from the outside. And we were told we're no longer allowed to refer to them as cocks. They have to be called outside door valves, which when you're trying to get the doors of a train open quickly is too much of a mouthful. So you just shout, "Oh, and a butterfly! Oh, and a butterfly!" You're like, okay, cool.
Oh, that's right. Well, butterfly, it would be. So we got butterfly clips, they're in.
So a lot of the stuff that they've tried to, the language they've tried to change doesn't change because the whole thing is far easier and more meaningful than the new thing.
People get used to saying what it is too. Yeah, they get used to the way it said things. It's like the word Aboriginal, right? Do you know the word Aboriginal is offensive to Indigenous people? Because the term Aboriginal meant abnormal human being. That's where it derives from.
In
When
what
you hear
language?
that,
In what
well,
language?
the British, they call them Aboriginals because it was abnormal human. That's
Okay.
that's how the Indigenous people. I asked the person, said, "How come you don't call yourselves Aboriginals? How come you don't?" They don't like the term because it means abnormal. Normal. That's just an Indigenous person's view. So I'm not saying I don't speak on behalf of the Indigenous people because I don't know their culture enough. But yeah, spotted dick. You know, could you imagine not eating spotted dick?
There's always somebody waiting to take offence at something you've said these days.
Well, that's right. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, you always. What is it? You're never going to please everyone, but as long as you please yourself, that's all that matters. I think that could be.
Well, no, it's a free speech issue, isn't it? So as long as you don't get told that you have to, you're dictated to in terms of law about what you have to say. They can't mandate it in law, which in some countries they've tried to do. In Canada, they have done, haven't they? In Canada, it's a crime if you refuse to, if you misgender somebody or you refuse to use their chosen pronouns. Which which translated means if you don't use their made-up language, then you've technically broken the law.
Onto something. Tim's typing away. What are we looking up, Tim?
I'm just looking at the jobs as well.
Oh, yep.
He's frantically googling wank suits.
Wank suit. Wank suit.
Suits are us.
Wank suit cleaner.
I don't want to be one of those.
What a fucking job.
that sounds like nocturnal frequencies friend who used to clean up the booths.
Wank suit chiropodist.
So we went out exploring today. We went out to the old Mooloolaba Railway Line, which is the local one that's close to me. They've ripped up a lot more tracks and something disrespectful that they said they were not going to remove any historical part. So there's a signal. So the signal's been there for a very long time to the point where it's the original one. You know, the ones that has that thing that flips up and down. It's got like a lamp on it. They've pulled it down. It's just lying on the ground. So I took a photograph of it and I said, you know, guys, a bunch of liars. You've obviously pulled it over. You know, it's not been placed nicely. It's not been placed in a safe place. It's just been pushed over. And it's, and I was contemplating whether I go back later on and I actually knock it off. Like at least get the I don't know what it's called, the little flappy bit. Whether I donate it to like a railway museum or something.
What kind of signal was it?
It's, you know, the ones where there's a lever and you push the lever down and it moves
moves that slat thing goes up.
Yes. Yeah, and it's got like lights on the side of it.
Red or green. They're called semaphore signals.
Semaphore signals, right?
Yeah.
But this one was modified to run off solar power eventually, because obviously it was running on it was a lantern.
I think they got rid of all the semaphore signals in the UK.
Yes, I think they got rid of them. They've got rid of them in Australia too. So basically, this line's been shut since 1994, but they were not supposed to get rid of any railway thing. The only thing they were supposed to do is remove the rail lines and sleepers where applicable. But there's if you go down further, there's banana plantations, and they had banana tramways, which they used. The tramways went into the banana plantations, and they still do it up north. But they just bulldozed that again. Historic, you know, it might not be important to other people, but let's face facts. You don't find too many tramways anymore. original ones back from like the 1990s.
I mean, you can't preserve everything, can you?
No, but if it's there and it survived to 1990, if it's survived to now, I believe it should have the respect to continue going. You know what I mean? Like if you have to destroy something to make room for something else that's already destroyed.
Well, it depends on so much stuff, doesn't it? So it depends on the area. It depends on the historical significance. It depends on the community, and then it depends on how rare that thing is.
Well, honestly,
like, no, I often find this, like in my line of work too, is like some people really get excited about things that perhaps they shouldn't. Like, for example, I'll give you a classic example. There's a room on my station where there is a very old-fashioned Bakelite telephone. Now, if you go into any antique store or have a look on eBay, those handsets, those telephones are worth quite a lot of money.
Yeah.
We're not talking millions of pounds, but we are talking, £300-400 easily. And it's nice to have it, but no one has rotary telephones anymore. I haven't had a landline telephone for like maybe about 10 years. So why somebody would obsess about a particular telephone? But it's now that particular telephone is designated by the Transport Museum here in London as a historical artifact, which means that nobody can touch it. So, it still works there. It's a functioning railway telephone. But, for example, if the room was refurbished or equipment was added or removed, they would not be allowed to destroy that telephone. But the reality is it's just a fucking Bakelite telephone. I don't really understand why anyone
Bakelite or Ted Baker?
Bakelite. It's like a 1940s plastic.
Because there's a Ted Baker. There's a Ted Baker.
No, it's not Ted Baker.
No, well, there's a Ted Baker, so I don't know. Bakelite, yeah, Bakelite.
Ted Baker's a clothing company,
I think so.
Okay, so in Australia, you're looking at some of those are going for around about $123. Up to the old one with the white. Has it got a winder on it?
No, this is a huge, like, full size one. This is like a big thing with a handset on the top.
Well,
it's very similar to what you would have found in a kind of 1940s or 50s payphone, kind of one of the big things. It's not like not a small handset.
I think Matt's come across one or two of them on his travels and
well, just the one with the winding bit, a 1930s Dutch vintage Bakelite cast iron telephone is about $513.
Yeah,
look cool. They look like something. It belongs in the museum.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I'm just looking over my computer. The Transport Secretary is now on British television. He gave an interview yesterday, which he was trying to defend this 8% alleged pay rise that they've offered railway workers in the UK, which is actually an 8% pay cut in exchange for cuts and job losses. That's the reality of it. But they're trying to sell it as a good deal.
Like the Australian government's just put up, it's just great. They've just put up the unemployment benefit. All these pensions, I can understand the pensions, I can understand the disability pension, but able-bodied people, they should not be putting up the payment because there is a staff shortage in Australia. If you walk through a shopping centre through here, I could pick any shopping centre up the coast, and you've got positions vacant, not able to fill positions. I currently have people that I employ at my workplace who are underneath my care who turn around and tell me I can only work 15 hours a week, otherwise my wife's pension is deducted. I can understand that. But I've got a guy that works for me, which I'm not going to go into his name, but I can only work a certain amount of hours so I can still get the unemployment benefit, full benefits. I'm like, mate, I'm offering you more work. You will make more money than you make on the dole, but the security of having the dole is more important to them because they can have their cake and eat it too. It's really offensive. We don't have a staff shortage over here.
Well, I don't find it offensive.
We have a staff shortage. What? Sorry, we don't have a work shortage. We have a staff shortage. There's plenty of I find it offensive because I'm paying taxes for that person sitting on their backside not wanting to work. Like, I can understand about people who cannot work physically because of disabilities, whether it be physical or mental disabilities. I have a daughter who's autistic. Will she ever work? I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know what her condition.
But I think it's like, in a very simplistic way, I think it's similar to Tim's situation. It's like there's work, and then there's work which is the kind of work that you may not want to do, or which doesn't suit your particular circumstance, or whatever. There's a whole, there's an infinite amount of reasons why a particular thing might not be suitable for a particular person.
But there is a lot of work.
I think where you're coming from is like for anyone who chooses the dole as a lifestyle choice.
Well, it is. It becomes a lifestyle.
I kind of understand, but even so, I don't think it's as simple as that. But I take your point. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I've hired someone. I've gone through so just let you know, it costs my company $2,000 to hire a person.
Don't worry about it. Your company still makes a profit. Don't worry about it.
No, yeah, they do, but they don't, because what happens is they then so there's a lot of things I can't discuss with my work. We have a thing called REM. I don't know what it exactly stands for. All I know is it breaks down to how much money you're budgeted. So I've got a certain amount of budget. So what happens is if things go pear-shaped in the company, they run around telling us, right, you have to cut people's shifts.
Right.
Which is really bad because for morale, for people's hip pocket, they're surviving. Yeah, like rent where I live, rents are ridiculous. We're talking there is a property shortage here, absolutely. Like to the point where you go to a rental up here, you're looking at bidding. 30 people turn up to it, each one. In Sydney, you got up to 150 to 200 people turning up per visit to a rental property. And it becomes a bidding war. So basically, in Sydney, you're paying prices of almost, $600 plus a week for a unit. 2-bedroom. You go right into Sydney, you're looking at around about $1,700 a week for a 1-bedroom studio apartment. That's in obviously Sydney. But I'm currently paying $330 for a 2-bedroom unit, which might not seem like a lot, but when you're by yourself, that's I get paid monthly, so basically I have to pay 5 weeks rent each month. People don't realise that there is 5 pay cycles in a month. It just really gets to me because, my company will pass on anything they get, they'll pass on to us. We're the ones who have to. So basically, it comes to the point where it's like your salary, you're now working extra because we need to cut down people, or you have to work harder because we've cut down hours this week.
Well, I've said it quite a few times, but in my particular circumstance, I'm, as well as doing my previous job, I'm also now doing the job of my manager because they did away with that role 5 years ago. So that workload didn't go away. That workload is shared between myself and my colleagues. And now, under the restructuring, I still have to do the work of my manager. So I have to cover for my manager when they're not there. So the point for me has now come where, I'm only at work for like 8 hours a day. And I don't even get a break most of the time.
Yeah, that's
like there's no downtime, none. I mean, if I have a cup of coffee, I have it sat on my desk.
And if you
I take
stand for
sandwiches
lunch
to
break,
work, because if I didn't take sandwiches and a packet of crisps, then I don't get the opportunity to leave, because there has to be a supervisor or a manager on site at all times, which means that if I leave, the station has to close, so I can't leave. So I'm there until my relief comes in, and I don't mind from the point of view that I could be difficult, couldn't I? And I could close my station for an hour and inconvenience everybody, or I can just work through and take it somewhere else. But at the end of the conversation, for me, like for example, there are certain tasks that I have to do every day that can't be done.
yeah, not enough time.
And when my manager comes along and says, "Well, you haven't done this," and I'll be like, "Yeah, that's because there's only 7.5 hours in my workday." Yeah. If I was here 24/7, 365, then I might be able to do it. But I'd like a day off, so it doesn't get done. So many times I've had this conversation with people above me. It's like there's only a finite amount of resources, and there's only a finite amount of work that any one person is capable of doing. So they can keep on ratcheting the screws and tightening things up as much as they like, but it will eventually get to the point that we're already reaching. Whereas, like, well, there's only one of me. I can't like be in two places all at once, which is sometimes what they expect me to do. Yeah, I mean, I'm not, this is not a boast or anything. I'm not moaning, but like the Queen's funeral, can you imagine how much planning went into organising the Queen's funeral? Yeah, and we did that. So
you just said it. Sorry.
yeah.
It's true, right? And you know what? That's the same in my workplace too. Like,
No, they just throw the extras on you and they just say, right, get on with it.
Right. Okay, so today was my day off. Okay. Now, I woke up this morning and I looked at my work phone, and I get anxious because I look at my work phone, I make sure that everyone's turned to work. Now, I get the one day off this week, today. Anyway, I look at it. My boss was writing to me, such and such is not happy, please follow up and do it. I replied by sending a message saying, listen, it's my day off. I will deal with it tomorrow when I'm on. I got told, no, I want an answer today. So I sat there and I said, right, well, I've spoken to the person. The person says they had difficulty, was busy, blah, blah, blah. Thank you. Bye. And he goes, okay, did I talk to said person? No, I didn't. Because I'm not going to ring someone on their day off as well if I don't have to. I know the struggle. We're coming up to Christmas time. If anyone, you don't have to work in retail. You only have to go to the shops and realize that you're going to the shops. Every other people in the world is there. They're trying to shop, trying to buy presents. Could you imagine being a retail worker and getting the frustrations of them because there's a product not available? There's a global shortage of their favorite product, and I'm not even in charge of the groceries. I get accosted. It's like, I guess, Barry, you're the same. You catch your public transport to work. Do you wear your uniform to work?
No.
No, that's right. Because
sometimes
you know that if you wore it, that people would recognise that you work for the railways, and it's your fault that this seat's taken by someone, or this train's dirty, or it's noisy, or they're late for work, or whatever. Your fault because you work for the railway.
Why is my train a minute late?
Well, it's always a case. Yeah, it's always a case of educating people, and obviously on railway stations, people are totally unreasonable. Like I think I mentioned before, in the peak hour, our train service operates at something like 32 trains an hour. It's pretty insane. It's as intense as any railway service anywhere in the world. And if there's a delay, or a problem in gaps in the service, anywhere it's more than 4 minutes, and people are willing to be abusive, and on the extreme end, it can result in members of staff being physically assaulted. It's pretty rough. But again, it's like where I come from when I'm dealing with those kind of things is I always try and be reasonable, and in the face of people being stupid, I point out their stupidity.
Mm.
So I don't accept the bullshit from people. And I'm not saying that my way is the right way of dealing with these things, but like for example, I'll go into a shop here in London, and I remember being in a supermarket. It was Waitrose. I was in a Waitrose supermarket a couple of years ago, and some woman was ranting at one of the members of staff who was on her knees restocking the chilled section.
Mm.
Yeah, this woman is just filling stock, so she's literally on her knees filling this chilled cabinet. And good morning, Elizabeth. And there was this woman pointing and poking her and ranting about something. I can't even remember what particular product they didn't have in stock. And I watched it for about 30 or 40 seconds, and then I just stepped in and I said, "Excuse me." I went, "It's quite clearly not this person's fault, but who are you to be ranting and pointing and poking her? I would just leave her alone." And then obviously they turn on you, don't they? And I warned the woman. I went, "Don't turn on me." Yeah. I said, "You're being unreasonable at the end of the day. The person has said we don't have that in stock. That's the end of the conversation. It's not personally her fault. So why are you taking it out on her?" Yeah, why are you taking it out on her?
Product at the end of the day, is it?
So I just kept on pointing out, why are you shouting at this individual? I said, "I don't know where you work." I said, "But how would you feel if I came to your workplace and started shouting and ranting at you like you're doing to her?" I said, "I bet you fucking wouldn't like it, would you?" And in the end, I went, "Well, just shut the fuck up then." And I walked off and left the stewing. But that's often the way that I deal with my customers who are totally unreasonable. Now, I don't swear at them and I don't shout, but I just tell them that, if there is an issue and a problem, then I can apologize on behalf of the entire company for the fact that they've been delayed. But it's not personally my fault. And shouting at me doesn't solve anything. But when they become unreasonable and they start swearing or whatever, I just say, "Look, I'm just a regular Joe, So I'll come to your workplace and I'll start effing and blinding and shouting at you, and I'm pretty sure you won't like it." Yeah, so if I'm not swearing at you, please don't swear at me.
Oh, that's it, because zero tolerance to swearing.
And obviously people now, that's the way people speak to each other, isn't it? So the chances of going through a workday without being verbally abused or threatened, for me, are practically zero. And I don't even work directly with the members of the public. It's my employees that work directly with the members of the public.
But then it gets escalated to you. If you're...
Well, no, I've always say to my staff, London Underground pays them to solve the problem. Yeah, I'm busy doing other things. I'm not there to get a smack or a thump on their behalf. So I tell them, if the customer insists on speaking to the manager, I just say tell them the manager is not available. We have a customer service department. Put it in writing, write to them. And 95% of people are too fucking lazy because they just want to vent, don't they? They want to vent there and then. Yeah. So 95% of the complaints don't even reach customer services. And for the 5% that do, let me tell you this, I've never read a complaint yet that's come to me as a manager where the customer has told 100% truth about how that situation unfolded. It's always the member of staff that's at fault. It's always the way that the member of staff looked at them, or the tone of their voice, or they were being unhelpful, or whatever. It's always someone else's fault. Always. I had a member of the public write in and complain about me about 3 years ago. And the letter started with, "I went to this station and all of the ticket machines were broken." That's the way the complaint started. And it ended with him saying that it was the worst service he'd ever experienced. I was extremely unhelpful, blah, 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 and so on and so forth. And my manager passed the complaint to me, and I spent 2 hours making a written response. And I said that actually it's not my job to deal with this guy. Yeah, we have station staff to deal with this guy. But I stopped what I was doing to go and speak to the man. And he was totally unreasonable. He wouldn't allow me to finish a sentence without interrupting. And the way that whole interaction for me ended was him basically telling me to fuck off and calling me an idiot. That's what he called me. But I said to my manager, I said, well, if you just go back to the very beginning of the complaint, how likely is it that all of our ticket machines are broken on the entire station? How likely is that? And the manager was like, well, they weren't broken. We can prove that. I'm like, there you go. So what was the guy complaining about? There's no complaint. Yeah. Not only did he not receive world-class customer service, but I stopped what I was doing to go and assist him. It's not even my job to do that. So where's the complaint here? I don't see the complaint. You know. But no, I have no inclination to help people who are being abusive or threatening to my staff. End of. Yeah, if you're going to swear, then we don't help you. It's as simple as that. And to put it into context, I always turn it back on them. I say, how would you like it if I came to your workplace and behaved like this to you? You wouldn't like it. So please don't do it here. Yeah, we don't like it. Dan gave up listening to that about 5 minutes ago.
No, I'm listening. I was listening.
Joking.
No, because it's you know what? It's real life. It's
just the joys of working with the general public.
People do not work with animal people. No, but it's really like it just shows you that doesn't matter what industry you're in. Well, my dad used to work, as I said, my dad used to work for the railway. Okay, so he was a shunter. Now, you know what a shunter is, Barry? Do you know what a shunter is, Tim?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just to explain, quickly. Barry can have a rant. He's got a soapbox. He's got a blue.
Not a rant. No, it's not a rant. I'm just saying.
It's true life, true speak.
That's the way it is. Yeah.
It's just what you got to deal with every day, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I couldn't give a flying fuck. I couldn't give a flying fuck if your train is delayed. I like it when people try and make it personal and they go, "You look really angry." I'm like, "Really? Do I look angry?" Honestly, I couldn't care if you think you're misunderstanding. I don't actually care if you're train is late.
Well, that's right. People. Yeah, no, it's all good. We yeah. You see, people like look. They go, you know what? And I go. I said to one person, I said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I have to go now and put a rope around my neck and stop consuming the oxygen that you have." And he's like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I go, you treat me like a piece of shit." I said, "Would you like to like scratch your legs like a dog does after it does a turd?" Like, or you oversell it. You just go, "Oh, you really sit there. Can I help you? Blah 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 blah." That's why when people come and ask me for something certain, I go, "How you going? How's it going?" I really oversell it, and they're like, "Oh, it's okay. I'll look for myself."
Okay.
I'm here if you need me. Don't come near me.
No, I guess really bad where I am because they can be really.
But it does, and I'll tell you something. Now, I wasn't one of my team members. It was out at Tamworth. A new team member who just started the job, basically got trained, just started, walked out and got physically assaulted. A grown man walked up and punched her in the throat, punched her in the head, got her on the ground and started kicking her. And when they interviewed him, the police, he said, "Oh, I think I made a mistake." And the copper said, "A very fucking big mistake that's going to take a lot of years in jail." He goes, "Oh, but I said I'm sorry." And he goes, Did the lady actually acknowledge your sorry? No, because she's unconscious in the hospital, you dickhead. You know what I mean? This is all on record. Like this, the coppers basically went nuts because this young girl's nothing of her, doing her job, collecting trolleys, and Tamworth's not, a very kind town. It's not very kind on the body either because it's very hot there. At the western part of New South Wales. So
I was in a McDonald's a few years ago. This was quite a while ago, a few years ago, and sometimes in the morning paper they'll do a voucher, right? So they'll do a McDonald's advertisement, or they'll print a voucher, cut this voucher out, you take it to the McDonald's. I don't know, you get a cup of tea and I don't know, a bacon roll, right? $1.99, yeah, right? That's the deal. I was in this McDonald's and there's this guy, builder, shouting at the member of staff. So the woman was like a youngish lady. I'm guessing she was like 18, 19, 20. Youngish lady. And the guy was effing and blinding. And all she was trying to do was explain to him that the things that he'd ordered weren't the things in this deal.
Mm.
So the deal was like a regular cup of tea and a bacon roll or whatever, $1.99. And he was like, "I'll have a large fucking milkshake." Whatever. He's ordered a shitload of food. And she's going, "No, that's not the deal. So the price is different. I'm charging you for what you've ordered. It's not the deal." And that's all it was. And this guy wouldn't accept it, or just couldn't get his head around what she was trying to say to him. And I just stood there because I was waiting to make my order. So I stood there for a good 4 or 5 minutes while this guy got angrier and angrier. And credit to the lady, she stayed very calm, but she was like, no, I've explained this to you. These things that you're ordering are not in the deal. So the price is different. And in the end, I just lost my temper. And the guy was effing and blinding her. And I turned around and went, "Mate, I don't know what your problem is." And when she's explained it to you about 4 times, I said, "There's no reason for you to be swearing and shouting at her. So can you please stop?" And obviously the guy then turns on me, doesn't he? He said, "What the fuck's it got to do with you?" I went, don't. I actually said to her, I went, "Don't start on me." I went, because not only am I not scared of you, but I'll just call the police. Yeah. And if you want to swear at somebody, then try swearing at the police. So I said, "Do her a favor, just pay for your stuff and go. Otherwise I'll call the old bill." And I got a load of abuse, but he basically left. He was like, "Oh, fuck," and he left and walked off. And I had a brief conversation with the lady, and I ended up like apologizing on his behalf. But I said to her, "Look, I work down the road." I said, "And I'm kind of used to this kind of thing." I said, "But you should report it." And do you know what she said to me? She said, "It happens all the time. We report it every day and nothing changes. Nothing gets done."
That's one job I would not like to have, is a McDonald's job.
No.
Well, I worked at McDonald's and we used to get abused because the machines have to shut down. Everything has to shut down for a clean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the guy's saying, "Oh, but this is ridiculous. This happens all the time." And I said, "Listen, what do you do when you're tired? You go have a rest. When you need to clean your body, you go have a shower. We need to clean the machines, otherwise it has bacteria and makes you sick." I mean, that's the thing. We have to shut things down. It's the law. It's not,
You've got to clean the nozzles. You've got to clean.
Yeah, my boss walked up. He says, "Do I want to shut the effing machines down?" No, because I don't want to listen to your effing. Number 2, I can make profits whilst the machine's in a cycle mode where it's shut down. Hey, Laura.
Yeah.
While that machine's in, I could be making money.
Hi, Laura.
I could be making money. So he goes, "I have to legally do it." Same as chickens. We have to throw chickens out and go, "That should be given to the poor." We can't do it. We're not allowed to. We do not poison our stuff in our bins. Some people do. We don't. We lock our bins. We donate the food that we can to Second Bite or Food Bank, Food Bank or Second Bite. We're not allowed to donate certain things because what happens if you get sick? Who are you going to go after?
We get it with crowd when we do crowd control. Whenever we stop people coming in because it's overcrowded, which is extremely dangerous, and the overcrowding happens really, really quickly. So you have to really be on it. So, like for me as a manager, your adrenaline is going. You're really under the cosh, and obviously it's people's lives. So we take it extremely seriously, and we're very good at managing it. But literally Halloween, October in South Korea, and you've got a massive crush in the street. And literally 2 weeks after, I had people screaming. There was an event going on outside, and some people were upset that one of the staff had closed one of the exits. And I was just like incredulous. I'm like, I'll go over and I'll speak to the person. I went over and I went, "Have you seen the news? Like, you do understand that overcrowding kills people. It's like, we're doing you a favor by keeping you out. But this is central London, so there's another railway station like 5 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
Do you want to go and walk there?" And they're like, "Fuck off, I'm not walking 5 minutes." That's their attitude. "No, I'm not walking down the road." So I'm like,
"So
well,
do you
that's
have
up to you then,
automatic
isn't
gates?
it? I went,
Are
"It's
they
up to
automatic
you.
gates?
In that case, you'll just have to wait here until it's safe for us to reopen the station."
Are they
No,
automatic gates?
we were implementing a one-way system. That's what we were doing. But
you have basically a way where you can like sort of
there are many exits and there are many ways of doing it. But if you're overcrowded, then it's within our power to just close the station entirely. We have the authority and the powers to do it. It's got nothing to do with members of the public. But so many people are saying things like, "You have no right to do that." Well, yeah, I think we do. Yeah.
Hey, mate. You know, and you know what they, you know what the worst thing.
Sounds like quite a fun workplace, Ali.
You know what's really funny is that
I quite like to work there.
I was going to powder my nose because I deal with shit.
But here's the thing. Here's the issue for me, right? The issue is not that you have an argument with a customer. The issue is that every day becomes an argument. Yeah. And then over a period of time, it's like death by 1,000 cuts. Yeah. You can't just go to work and have a normal day. You have to go to work and be shouted at, verbally abused, occasionally threatened. And there are so many times when I've been involved in fisticuffs. Now, luckily, I can kind of handle myself, so I don't really worry too much about the physical side of it. But people are obviously up to all sorts when they jump on a train, and it can go either way. It can it can be quite physical at times.
Well, I'm lucky. I'm lucky in my current workplace. I have worked as a pool lifeguard. I used to have guys, and I got chucked in the pool once.
Fucking
guys laughing. I sat down and I said, "Enjoy." He goes, "Why?" I said, "Because as soon as I get out, you're not going to have much fun." He goes, "You'll lose your job." And I said, "You lose your job." And I said, "I'm in the water now. I'm not working. I have to now take my uniform off, so I'll be out of uniform." I got out, and the guy disappeared. And
no, I don't do that. But I do point out sometimes that they're just swearing because I'm in uniform. I point out
that's right.
It's a bullying situation where they have the power. It's like the minute I'm no longer working, all your power disappears, mate. Like the thing with the mobile phones used to be bad, where people started to record members of staff on mobile phones, threatening to post it on social media. And now I'm like, well, if you're filming it, I'll film it too. I pull my phone out. I go, we're both recording. What are you going to do?
Well, the guy said to me the other day, he had his mobile phone to me. He's recording. He goes, see, I've got this on camera. And I went, okay. And he goes, are you worried? I said, no. He goes, why? I said, there's 120 of them watching you as well, buddy. Right. He goes, oh, well. I go, I'll just hide. I go, buddy, there's 120 cameras that you can see. How many of them can you see? I said, go count them. I said, there's 100. I just told you there's 120 cameras. I said, you go through and you can only count 68. Why can you only count 68? Because the other ones are not in places where you can see them. Literally, there are cameras. On a checkout, for instance. On a checkout. This is public knowledge. I'm not sharing any secret of my company. But we have cameras that look down at you on a self-serve checkout, and there is one on the screen. As soon as you scan something that is not
it looks at your face, doesn't it?
It takes a photograph of you.
Yeah.
Takes a photograph of you, and it's stored to the end of day trade, and then it gets wiped. It doesn't. We don't keep people's photographs unless there's a criminal thing. But there is something that we have here that if you walk into a supermarket and you are a known thief or person of interest. It sends an alarm to our head office, which will alert the store manager and say you have a person of interest. You need to call the security, or they actually tell you what you can do. You can say security. It tells you call the police, call security, or you can deal with this person yourself.
Let's talk about something else. This is getting too depressing.
That's all right. Anyway, so well, what happened today? Okay, so I went out exploring today. Yep. So,
sorry, I'm just going to make a drink. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh.
But I'll wait to share this story. So what's been happening, Tim? You've been looking for work, eh?
Just looking for a bit of work, yeah.
Did you obtain another job? I heard.
Well, I got an interview coming on the 17th, so hopefully I'll be able to get that job. And it's like literally like a 2-minute walk from Screwfix was where I usually clean.
The Littles, yep. Are you yet to ask them if they'll adjust the work to?
Well, it's a caretaker job. It is actually. It's not actually a cleaning job. It's a proper caretaking job. So it's more to do with the outer grounds of the building as opposed to the interior, like so.
Yep. So you'll be doing car parks, gardens, and all that sort of thing.
Trolleys.
A bit of handyman.
Yeah, just getting the trolleys sorted out and ready in the morning.
Well, do Littles have the locks on them like like Audi does over here, where you pay the $2 or like a
I'm
coin?
not sure. I got to be honest with you. It's like they used to have like it was pound coins before.
Yep.
But I got a funny feeling they got those similar to Tesco. I'm not sure. I'm not really.
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, where they got the Audi things, the Audi tab things. Yeah.
But Tesco's in my town have got these blue plastic sort of. They're around the same size as a pound coin, sort of like a fake coin which you put in them. But you've got to go into the store to get them, obviously. Like, and,
Well, we got over here. Some of our new trolleys either have a lock on them.
yeah, I know what you mean. Morrison's ones about them, yeah.
Yeah, like a lock. If you go past a certain foot, it locks the wheel up. And then
There's
the
like
other ones,
like a perimeter, isn't there? Basically,
Yeah.
if you go past the perimeter, the wheels
perimeter
lock.
locks. Yeah, that's what they're called, perimeter locks. And another one they got is ones where you can now, instead of paying a coin, you scan a QR code and it unlocks the
Yeah, I've seen
trolley
that.
for you.
Yeah, we've got them over here. We haven't got them in town, but I have seen them in bigger. I've like down towards the new
biggest supermarket.
yeah.
Which is a better way to do it, like because not everyone carries money around. I don't carry cash at all.
No, I got to be honest with you, I don't either.
No, I pay with I just pay with my card. I tap, I go, and that's it. I'm ready to go. Like, and I can't, if my card gets stolen, that's fine. Steal my card, I'll cancel it.
I miss the thing with I do that. I don't carry money with me or anything like that, but I do miss speaking to somebody or having a chat, like, you know what I mean. When you're at the counter, you know, it's got very automated in the past few years.
Well,
like,
I will show you. I will show you a photograph of my workplace, of one of my workplaces, where now they have a what they call tacos. They're called tacos. So
my money don't jiggle.
It folds.
I fucking love that. Yeah. My money don't jiggle. It folds.
My phone, my money.
Riding in my fear. You only got
my card goes swicker swappers. No, but we've got machines now. They're belted checkout, so they've got a belt on them. There's no bloody human being on them. You now pay your own.
That's outrageous.
Exactly. Sorry. It is outrageous. You have stolen my childhood. You know what? I want to say to the young people of today, you have stolen my childhood because a lot of your automated ways have got rid of stuff like video stores. Yeah. We no longer have video stores.
Like meeting George Lucas and saying, I really liked your films, George, and then punching him in the face for the prequels.
Well, actually, I would punch George Lucas in the face because I say I like your movies, but you sold them to Disney and they're fucked now. You sold Lucas films to the bloody Lucas.
Did you finish watching Andor after Barry?
No, I haven't watched any more of it, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and just watch episode 1 again, and because it's quite good. Then just watch them all in a job lot.
I got to be honest, blown away by it. To be honest, it was probably one of the best.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked
Star Wars things that they've ever done. Disney's ever done.
Yeah.
And if you look at like the Book of Boba Fett and all the rest of it, it's just like,
God.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
I was going to cancel my subscription, but I think I'll keep it going because I really do want to watch it. Yeah, I like it.
Don't get me wrong. I used to love Disney. Disney used to be great with my childhood.
Like when I was watching it, I remember what you said to me. You said like it's quite slow at the beginning, which it is, but it's not slow like boring slow.
No.
And I like the fact that they take their time to kind of drag you into the story rather than just like.
I'm pretty sure the guy who's producing or directing it is the guy who did The Bourne Identity, one of the Bourne films.
All right.
Hey, I like them.
That's why it's got that. I like
them too.
Spy sort of overtone to it, like, you know what I mean? It's like spy overtones to it, like espionage.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. Yeah.
Did they? Can you confirm if they filmed some of that?
Can you repeat that, Danny?
Sorry. Can you confirm or not confirm that some of the Bourne was filmed in the Sydney, the London Underground?
No,
I think I read something.
They did film some of the. In fact, yeah, I did actually watch them filming some of the some of the Star Wars stuff in one of our stations. Canary Wharf was the actual station. In fact, there is a YouTube video where some of the backgrounds in Andor are taken from tube stations, and they've repurposed them, and obviously they've added their CGI and stuff.
Well, Matt went to that cliff area, didn't he? It was a load of cliffs that they filmed at, and he took a load of footage of that as well, which was to do with Andor.
Oh, right. No, I didn't see that. Oh, yeah. That was the one with Alex, wasn't it? With Bacon Haven. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that video. That was a good video, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember Rather Born, but there's quite a few films they've filmed on the underground.
Mark Lamari. Yeah.
What's that? Is that
60s throwback, Mark Lamar?
Is it? Oh, is it like pick a box or something?
50s bin man.
That's it. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
So what happened today? Right. So we went out. We did a little mini explore. We went out.
And what happened today? Oh, sorry, you were telling us. Yeah, go on. Your audio's going in and out again.
Bullshit.
Exactly. Go on.
Anyway, we went out for a mini explore.
What'd you do?
And then a mini explore.
Yeah.
Where does Danny's mic belong? In the bin.
The bin. Well, if anyone wants to buy me a new microphone, yeah, by all means.
I'll buy you one. I'll buy you one right now.
No, you won't. Don't do that.
Dan, what did you do today? Fucking tell me, will you? Hurry up. Come on. Behave yourself.
Come on. Time is money. We went out and did a mini explore. We went out and filmed like a disused railway station. And we went for a little bit of a drive afterwards and stopped off and we got some drinks, Saxby drinks, which are Australian company, really old style drinks. And then I was driving, and I heard like an abnormal noise out the rear end of the car. And I didn't lose any control or anything, which is really unusual. But I blew a tire. Literally, I blew the tire off the rim. It basically was, yeah. So then I proceeded to change the said tire, and I got the spare tire out, which is one of those standard, pizza cutter
ones. Black things with almost like a bicycle wheel, basically.
Yeah, I call it like a pizza dish. Yeah, and then I went to go take off the wheel, and I realized I was missing some parts of the wheel thing. I went, oh, that's right, because I took my car to get my tires changed, and the bastard has knocked off my bloody thing. Nut remover. So I had to call NRMA, which is a National Roads Mechanical.
Hang on, what did you say? It's knocked off, like the security bolt thing?
No. I don't have a security bolt, but I don't have security things on my wheels. He's knocked off the actual, because I've got it's a special one because.
Is it a rod or something you're talking about to do with the steering?
No, my rear tire blew.
All right.
So
it's okay. We don't need to know the technical details.
No, it's not working. Hello, good morning. It's not working, Dan. That's why I came up. That's the whole reason why I came up is because the microphone's broken. And everyone was being really quiet there. I was wondering if my laptop was actually working for a second. When Barry called, then I was like, right, okay, yeah, we got sound.
Just want to hear this fucking story.
No, that's why I was putting in chat, because it was your microphone was cutting in and out, Dan. So all I was hearing was like, kind of like, so we realised the real thing, like, and then was at the station, and now you know, blue wall. Like, what the fuck's he talking about?
Oh,
It's just instead you might have to reconnect. You might have to drop out and reconnect.
Yeah.
You can drop out. Yeah.
Make sure your microphone is connected through Windows and then go back into StreamYard. Once you've reconnected it through Windows, connect it back up in StreamYard. Or as Sab said, just reboot your computer.
And upon re-entering, make sure that your settings are on the right thing when you come back in again. Morning, Leah. Morning, Ali. Morning, Lizzie. Morning, Felicia. I think that's pretty much us, isn't it? It's just us not checking. I have noticed.
yeah, it's cold.
Yeah. Rather fucking bitter this morning, isn't it, boys?
Mm-hmm.
Not for this one here. He's got opposite end of what we've got. He's walking out.
You want to move down?
And stood on his porch in the morning like.
He was eating Galippos yesterday. I was like getting jealous. It was 2 degrees when I woke up. It's now a boiling hot 3 degrees.
Fucking, if I go out there after 10 minutes, my fingers are Calippos, mate.
Can I suck them? I told you I love Calippos. That'd be a live stream and a half, wouldn't
it? Human flavored calypso.
Poor old Dan.
No, I've been awake. I've been upstairs for the last time.
Yes.
Yay.
No, you know what it is?
Nope.
That's your microphone.
I have a loose connection on my mic. So where it connects into the computer, where it connects into the microphone, because I sit it down on the side. When I bump it, it goes out.
All the time you've been tapping it, that hasn't been helping, has it? It's been knocking it on and off.
Yeah, so stop knocking it. Stop knocking it. Don't play with it; it'll fall apart.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what you get for buying cheap ass shit. You see.
Oh, actually, I want to watch this video. I want to lighten them. Okay, so anyway, quickly get this out. I blew a tire. in my car. So basically, it exploded on the rim and basically was just flopping around. So basically, I had to call the NRMA because I had no fault. So the last time my tires, I had them changed. They took my remover spanner thing. I'm getting food now. Anyway, yeah, it was basically it was almost.
That sounds so wrong, doesn't it? Blowing on the rim.
Yeah, blew on the rim. Anyway, yeah, I did it, and so I realized I'm stuck here. It was a 31-degree day, so I'm stuck here. I can't do anything.
Mm.
So I had to call NRMA, and I realized I'm not in the NRMA. So, how much does it cost? It cost me today. How much did it cost? $320.
Ouch.
So that was the join up for 12 months, which they said will give you an extra 12 months for free. So I've got 2 years worth of cover, and I do get discounts. Blah 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 blah. But they stung me for an on the 120, 200, $220 just to sign up there and then.
Yeah, good, Lizzie, good.
Well, yeah,
just for him.
Cover before you go out getting breakdowns, like.
Yeah, I know, but look, I don't pay for it because my car's been pretty reliable. Which I've never had a mechanical problem with it. I've had it for 7 years and not a mechanical problem. Right? If it usually
they don't
well,
last
no,
forever.
there was no mechanical. No, there was no mechanical problem. The tire I just didn't have the wheel brace. That's what's called a wheel brace.
The tire blow. That's a mechanical defect, isn't it?
This is a guy, right? Yeah, who's obsessed with his vehicle.
Mechanical defect. You couldn't drive the car.
Like a child, honestly. Like having a vehicle's like a child, honestly. And he'll defend it to every corner now. But leave him long enough now, and he'll start listing off the faults with it as he knows. And but it was just. I mean, the wheel just needed change. I mean, I know the headlight was out, but it was still dim. It was still hard. Like, it probably wouldn't have passed its MOT anyway, would it? Let's be honest.
It was so badly behaved, but it's my car and I love it.
Like, I'm not biting. You can fuck off. I'm not biting. My mate's the same, Dave. Honestly, he's the same with his car. I walked in the house yesterday and I started saying, "The Germans are here! The tank is on the garden!" He's got himself a fucking Volvo, hasn't he?
They're good cars, though.
Big fucking silver Volvo, man. It's massive. It is. Like
I'm trying to find a video for comic relief.
Pull up to the house. I'm like, what the fuck is this thing parked in the driveway, man? It's like a fucking German tank. It's not a knocking shop. No, that's Barry. Barry's got a knocking shop.
Knock shop. Knock up shop.
Barry's got his missus is off in Japan at the minute recruiting staff.
Oh, jeez. Organising mail order brides, yes. He's changed businesses.
Fuck you, asshole.
This is asking, how is your pigeon?
Yeah.
Have you told her, Barry, she's spending too much time with parents and that, and she should be out there recruiting?
Yeah, why not? My wife comes back on the 10th.
How many people should bring in?
Well, hopefully just her and not too much luggage. Told her not to bring any souvenirs or anything like that.
Yeah, you can't talk about people like that.
Yeah, you can't have luggage. That's a terrible thing to do.
It's terrible, that. There's people at the end of the day. I know you're going to have them in your knocking shop and whatever, but there's still people at the end of the day, Barry. Hopefully
I don't know where this conversation's going. If it wasn't you guys.
I'm not going to let that one drop there. Watch. That's my little thing there. You've got a knocking shop going. You live in London and you've got a knocking shop going.
I wish I did. At least I'd be getting some.
Hey, man. Good money, that, you know. Knocking shop in London. Jesus.
Yeah.
And don't tell me they don't have them as well. They're everywhere. They're all over the place. They are.
You fucking are.
You are. Honestly, they are. And you hear about all like, they have like certain genres as well of knocking shops.
Genres.
They do.
I'd like to go to the Star Wars theme knocking shop.
The non-fiction knocking shop and
Attack of the Clones.
Total Recall.
No, we're going to hold your lightsaber. Never the heart.
Total Recall, yeah.
You want to see 3PO?
I wish I had 3 hands.
R2D2. Oh. Jaja. Hey, I'm going to share something. Hey. You are always Anakin to me. You are Anakin. Little Anakin.
Ooh.
I'm gonna share something. I hope it doesn't get me. It just seems appropriate that I just play something that's not appropriate. Bear with me.
No.
My stream. And
That was a joke, by the way.
that was. Ready? Here we go.
Fucking born ready.
Holy fucking what the fuck.
Before I use my cock, I thought I would show it to you.
Cock talk.
Angle here while we chat. Now, cock comes in many different colors and sizes, and you can fill gaps and cracks and holes with your cock. But if your gap or your crack or your hole is in there, because it won't work. And if there's already cock in that crack or hole, don't put your cock on top of the other cock, because two cocks won't bond. Take the other cock off first. I mean, I use a knife and pliers, or I use this cock removal tool. The removal success will depend on whether it's hard cock or soft cock. But once it's all clean and you're ready to use your cock, just squeeze it until you see some of the stuff coming out of the tip. Drag it across the crack and then smooth your cock with your finger. This is part 3 of Cock Talk, and before I use my cock, I thought I would show it to you. But I'll just let it dangle here while we chat. Now, cock comes in many different colors and sizes, and you can
I'll
fill
just let it
gaps and
dangle. She knows exactly what she's doing. he, she, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's
Microwave oven.
questionable. Microwave oven.
I'd rather not be filled in by her.
There's another guy that's there's a Kiwi guy. He talks about deck. His deck. Oh, it's funny as too. Do we want to watch deck talk?
Go on then.
Go on then.
I'll find it. Hang on.
Go on then.
Go on then. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We won't stop. We won't stop until we get this stream shut down. Release.
Do it.
Hey, I
Do
can
it
do that
now.
for you. Let me loose on the new Brave tab with safe search off, mate. Watch. And I dare say we probably won't even get taken down straight away. If you're really quick, like you can scroll through the screen and they won't catch it very fast.
Well, that's not experimentally proven, but we'll try it on your stream, Sam.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we're doing a raid over to
everyone over to Sab's channel.
The Sab stream. The site, the channel formerly known as Sab's channel that was didn't make demonetized. It just didn't get made. All right, I'm going to share this screen. This guy's funny too. This is a real ad that was on TV, by the way.
If you like me, I find it very hard to dig drop. It was warped out of shape in no time. I barely recognised my own dick. Imagine that. Then I discovered Schaefer's New Zealand style dick seal. The best way to take care of your dick in 3 easy steps. First, wash your dick with soap and water. Then wait for your dick to dry. Once your dick is clean and dry, paint your dick with Schaefer's dick sealant. I used to be too embarrassed to invite people over to see my dick. But now, my dick's the talk of the town. I even have pictures of my dick. Check out that dick. I'm going to send this to my secretary. Barbara always loves to receive my dick pics. After all, summertime is all about spending time on your dick.
And this was
I'll
on
often
TV?
have 20 to 30 people on my dick at once. That can really wear your dick out, causing dick splinters and discoloration. But with Schaefer's dick sealant, my dick stays a nice golden brown colour. Who wouldn't want a golden dick? I used to never let children anywhere near my dick. My dick was too dangerous for cods to play on. But it seems like every cod in the neighbourhood's been on my dick this summer.
Oh,
and they've all had a good time. My dick's over 70 years old, but it looks brand new. That's part of the reason all my neighbours are jealous of my dick. Wasn't that right, Jum?
Yes, you've got a nice dick, okay?
This pipe is always on my dick. begging me to know the secret of my perfect dick. If you like Schaefer's dick sealant, check out Schaefer's New Zealand style cock. I had a huge hole in my dick, but I fixed it by jamming some cock in it. You'd be surprised how many things you can fix by jamming cock into them. Have an extra large hole in your dick? Try Schaefer's African style cock. Just go to your local home improvement store and ask for the big black cock. Schaefer's New Zealand style dick sealant. Don't put it on your penis.
Don't put it.
There's also a helpful number on the back. Hi, I've got a question about my dick. Schaefer's New Zealand style. Hey, get that squirrel off my dick. He knows he's not allowed to come on my dick. Right around the time I turned 40, my dick became soft and spongy, and I never used it anymore. My wife wouldn't even sit on my dick, and the neighbourhood kids would all point and laugh. But that was before I discovered Schaefer's New Zealand style dick hardener from the makers of Schaefer's Dick Sealant. It keeps your dick nice and hard all year round in 3 simple steps. First, grab a neighbour to help you, because making your dick as hard as a rock can be a 2-man job. Then, rub the dick hardener into your dick, hard and fast. And when you get tired, take a break and watch your neighbour rub your dick. It's fun to watch someone else rub your dick. And finally, simply wait for your dick to get hard while you think about all the fun times you'll have this year on your rock-hard dick. I've rubbed my dick raw with other inferior products. That won't happen with Schaefer's Dick Hardener, because Schaefer's is committed to your dick, and the people at headquarters do nothing but think about dicks all day long. In fact, Schaefer's now has an entire new line of products specifically formulated just for your dick. There's Schaefer's Dick Paint, for when you want to play around with having a different coloured dick. And if you want to get rid of your dick entirely and start from scratch, try Schaefer's Dick Remover. The unique acid formula will melt away your dick on no time. And if you don't think it'll work, ask me mum. She used to have a dick. Then she got rid of it when she met Dad. To be honest, I think Dad loved her more when she had a dick. It was enormous. Trust me, I've seen the photos. But most importantly, be on the lookout for the world's first dick vacuum, Schaefer's New Zealand style dick sucker. Because why should you pay 2 guys you don't know to show up in a van and suck your dick for you? Now you can suck your own dick. All you want. Hey, why not make yourself some extra money and suck everyone in the neighbourhood's dick while you're at it? So join us on social media and tweet us pictures of your dick using the hashtag #ShowUsYourDick. Oh look, we've already got some.
Show us your dicks, big and small. Here at Schaefer's we can take them all. A dick in the front, a dick in the rear. We've serviced dicks our entire career. Schaefer's, it's good for your wood.
Schaefer's New Zealand style dick hardener. It's like Viagra for your dick. I've shown my dick to people I work with hundreds of times, and they love it. Not just because I'm the boss. Hi, I'm Marty Schaefer, president of Schaefer's New Zealand style products, such as Dick Sealant, Dick Hardener, Dick Remover, and my personal favourite, the Dick Sucker. Until recently, we used to refer to those all-important office of everyone's tongue. And that's why our latest product focuses on the many dicks you're exposed to at work. Schaefer's New Zealand style dick presentations. Guys, let's show them all the different dicks they can buy from us. Running a company can be challenging, and that's why I communicate to my clients and employees in the clearest way a man can in the corporate environment with my dick. Oh, sorry. There for me, Barbara? Yeah. Even though we have all sorts of dicks, fast-paced dicks, flashy dicks, interactive dicks, inspirational dicks, persuasive dicks, and dicks just for the holidays, you can't just rock up to a meeting and whoop your dick out. Before I show my dick to anyone, I put it on the biggest screen I can find and then spend up to 2 hours poring over every detail of my enormous dick. It's the longest one at this office. Everyone's eyes widen when they first see it, but once they get their hands on the hard copy, they get the feel of my dick, and I like watching them do it. If your dick is boring, people can easily doze off because they've seen a dick like yours before. But with Schaefer's New Zealand style dick presentations, you'll virtually slap them with your dick. Jim, wake up. What was I talking about? Your dick? Good, Jim.
It's a good sign if Jummer's following along. He's seen so many dicks, I'm convinced all he dreams of are dicks.
No more dicks. Get it out of my face. I've had enough.
Poor little guy.
I've got to go now. I've done such a fantastic job presenting my dick around the office that I've got a meeting with the head of human resources. Hope it's a promotion. Kidding, I'm the president. I can do whatever I want. You wanted to see me, Kathy? Schaefer's New Zealand style dick presentations. Try our dicks. They're easy because they're not hard.
Hope you had a laugh. How many people did I lose then? Oh, Barry's looking busy. He's looking for them.
I was listening.
Was it up to the humour? Did you find it funny? Or was it a bit?
Well, yeah, it's funny, but there's only so many times you can hear the word dick and laugh, isn't it?
Well, it's just like Max.
Is that a real thing though on TV?
Well, no. So what it is that's a parody of it, but there was a real.
I'm with you.
Sorry. But there is a Schaefer's deck pop filter. Pop it out and clean it.
Yep.
Does it? Hey, Ducks, how are you?
My Ducks.
Ali's now lurking.
What does that mean, lurking? What does it actually do? Does it do anything? Does it mean your comments don't come up? Or?
No. What it shows is that you're in the stream.
Mm.
Yeah, you can make it known that you're in the stream listening, but you're in the background.
Is that
So
all?
people
Lurking in the background.
Yeah. No, it's not. It doesn't tell me that they're lurking.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't do anything. It just shows you that you're lurking.
Yeah, it just shows that you're lurking in the background. So therefore, if someone's trying to talk to you, it's like saying I'm busy. You know what I mean? I'm busy. Yeah. Yeah. For instance, like we can say we're going off. People have to say I'm going, but you can say I'm lurking.
I'm a bit busy at the minute, so I'm
Yeah,
lurking.
that's right. So still in bed.
I've been lurking it on stream for the past 10 minutes.
A bit of a strange request, but has anyone got Random TV's channel, a link to his channel?
No.
No.
I wouldn't even know how to find it. What name is it under though? Because he probably changed his name, hasn't he? No?
Don't know. Not bothered. Right, you're going to go and troll him, Barry?
He was apparently he was going into one, insulting myself, Crazy John, and Melissa, and some other people last night.
Oh well, good for him.
The link.
Okay. See what he wants. Doesn't bother me.
No, I'm not interested. But what I was thinking about doing was sub into his channel, and then every time he goes live, I'll just screen record everything, and then edit it, and then put it on my channel.
Where's he from?
Yeah.
He wants that as well.
Yeah.
Why put that much effort into him?
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It just seems he does video reviews. It's the same person I'm thinking about.
Well, no, you're right. You're right. Just thought I'd have a look, but I can't find his channel, so can't be that.
Oh, so that's not that channel that I just showed you. That's a different one.
Sorry, what channel?
Oh, I sent you in the private chat. It's not the same guy.
No.
He seems like a sleep. Doesn't look like he's asleep. Are you falling asleep, Tim?
No, I'm alright. I'm fine. I am.
Tim's bird is asleep.
I'm just looking after.
He's got a bird on his lap.
Yeah. Is there a bird on your lap, or are you pleased to see?
He's playing. Tim is playing with his pigeon on his lap. His pigeon.
No. It's upside down pigeon, this one.
Hey, Dinkum, how are you, mate?
Or is it the upside down right way around now pigeon?
Might be Australian.
No, it's the upside down right way around now pigeon.
Have you had any rats in your house today, Sab?
I haven't fucking found them.
Fucking, you'll find them in a couple of days.
That rat was big as fuck.
That was a big rat, mate. I don't even know who gone and got it, to be honest with you. It was probably Nala. She's the one that goes out and gets fucking. She literally she'd be gone for like 2 days and then come back with like 2 mice, a bird, and do you know what I mean? She's gone hunting for the kids and fucking whatever. Like, you know, she's brought back a fucking little collection of food. She has, honestly, she's mad for it. But then her kids will come near her and she'll kick off at them. Get away from me! What the fuck? They're your kids, man. I can relate.
B-Face is still live, but there's only one person watching, and there's a comment which says...
B-Face isn't live. That's not live. He's got.
Oh, no, it's not live. No, it is. No, it is. No, it is.
Is he actually on there?
No, he's not on. It says these defects the points of going live for 30 days. If you're not present, it's not live.
Exactly. That's what I was.
Well, he's got to go. He's got to go do.
I'm glad somebody else pointed that out because that's exactly what I was going to go and put in chat yesterday. What is the point of actually having a live if you're not going to be on it?
Well, he's on it sometimes.
He's got to sleep. You can't be on that all the time.
Well, no, him and Daniel were streaming themselves asleep, weren't they? That was the idea.
Okay.
I can't remember ducks. It's been a long time since I've used MS. You're like one of those magicians where they go make pigeons fall asleep. Is there a way you can make them go to sleep besides breaking their necks or whatever?
Kind of permanent there.
It's like, watch this. The bird is now asleep. It's like, wake it up. It's like Bad Boy Bubby. Wake up, cat. Wake up, cat. Wake up, cat. Cat, wake up. Laura's having problems charging her phone. Oh, don't worry. I blew a tire on the Evo, so yeah. Oh, I got to buy a new tire. And of course, the NRMA guy goes, 45 minutes. That's smart. Well, you know what's really funny? What's really funny is that in Australian television, now Dinkum probably know what I'm talking about. I don't know if you guys ever saw A Country Practice, which was a medical soap.
I can remember something on Country Practice. I can remember.
Yeah, so basically, and all the animals when they were sick, they basically used to drug them. They basically used to give them like a sedative to make them look like they're dying. Because you can't train certain animals, and then it's come out after the show. It's come out after the show that some animals, like they're saying, oh, that animal looked like it was really dying, and because it was really dead. But there was no rules back then. See, there was no rules on what they could do. They could drug children. They could basically give a child a sedative to make them look like they were blooming. You know, they'll get sick or something rather. IPAC syrup, so they throw up on television. No rules back then.
Mm-hmm. No, charger melted. Yeah.
Does she have a Oh jeez, charger melted? It's like a short circuit or something.
Sounds fucking dangerous.
Or was it near the radiator or something?
What phone has Laura got? She's got a Samsung, I think, hasn't she?
You want the brandy there, Dan?
Yep. No. Yeah.
I need to finish my my Amazon order.
I gotta buy. I might buy a new mic. I'm just thinking what I'm going to get. Thinking about getting either a Rhodes.
Go on, have me or
This is the same. This is the same model. It's not. This is not a Snowball. This is a Yeti. This is a Blue Yeti.
oh, right.
They're supposed to. The Yeti caster of the cord. It's supposed to be really good.
Well, this microphone on that I'm using on Amazon now is. I can't remember how much I paid. I think I paid more than that. It's £219. Yeah, I think sure I paid more than that. Maybe I didn't.
More, just sure. To be honest, that's why I was thinking about getting once upon a time.
See, that's the thing with Amazon too.
Well, this is a Shure, yeah. This is a Shure MV7.
Sure? Are you sure you're sure?
I'm quite sure.
For sure.
I'm sure. In fact, I can probably show you.
Pardon? I've had my phone afterwards. But I set the alarm. It's out in the kitchen, I bet you. I set my alarm.
Oh, I've gone in the corner again. What? Oh, no. Whoa.
Back in 1 second. Oh. Back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't skimp out on the charges. Like I always buy genuine from the actual manufacturer. But even saying that, they're all made in the same spot anyway, aren't they?
What do you mean?
Well, they're not, like everything's made in either China, India, or somewhere else, right? So
China.
Yeah, so basically you buy
China. Comes from China.
China.
Making movies, making songs, and fighting around the world.
So my microphone, along with my audio interface and a cable, is 430 quid on Amazon.
So, what was I looking at? I was looking at a Rhodes microphone, Rhodes NT USB versatile condenser USB mic. Or Rhodes.
Yeah, that's the audio interface that I bought.
Yeah, so you've got a M-box.
And I even bought a Stream Deck Mini. So
You've got a mini deck.
I can control my lighting.
Mini deck. I can control my lighting too. What we do. Hey Google.
Uses a soundboard as well.
Too. What?
Hey Google.
You can, but it doesn't work on Mac.
Change my lighting
So
to
I have
blue.
actually got some set up now, ready to go, but they don't work. Let me play them and see if you can hear them. I don't think you'll be able to hear them. But... Oh no.
Hey Google.
No, I think I must
change my light to blue.
I think I've deleted the folder. Pigeons, fuck off!
Fuck right off.
No, I think I've deleted the...
Hey Google, change my light to blue.
Configure Stream Deck.
Far
Delete. I had a load of King of the Hill audio samples set up. There's one of Hank Hill going, "I'm gonna kick your ass, Bobby."
That's why it's good. It's good having punches on the live stream. He's really good. He can. Really
you will not talk about that. It's a load of really good ones.
Propane.
Yeah, propane. Fucking love King of the Hill.
It's good. These sausages are cooked with natural gas or coal, but they taste better with propane.
That's good.
Post the link to the King of the Hill soundboard.
Boom. Magic. Hey Google, change my color to blue light. Oh, piss off, you can. You're a prick. Hey Google, get ducks go quack out of bed. 5 little ducks. Okay, so let's. Should I do a poll? Used to be able to do polls. You can't do them. Which microphone am I going to buy? How many votes do we have for the same one that Barry has?
Yeah, this one's very good, but you can use this one as USB, but I'm using it with the XLR input into my interface.
You can change from XLR to...
You can actually use both, so my my USB cable is actually just hanging up here.
And did it come with
that's what this cable is. Yeah, it doesn't come with the XLR. You have to buy that separately. It comes with the USB. But the USB is good because you can control it from the software.
It comes with a boom arm, yes?
No.
Oh, that's separate.
Yeah. I think with my boom arm, the interface, and the XLR cable, it's like about 500 quid. It's quite expensive. But it works really well. So I wouldn't change it. Although that microphone that you've got there now, Tim, which is a really, really good microphone.
Mm.
The only thing with that is you can't monitor from the headphones. You have to connect the USB to yeah, so when I had that microphone, I had to use one of these, if I've still got it. Yeah, you need one of those. Yeah. It's like 6 or 8 quid on Amazon. So it's got USB on that end. Where are we? Hang on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And then you've got 2 audio input and output. So you can connect your headphones there, plug that into USB, and then you can monitor your audio. But that microphone works really well, Tim. The Snowball.
Mm.
But I was using a cheap USB hub when I first started live streaming, and the more things I plugged into it, I guess I must have overloaded it at some point because I was in the middle of a live stream and just went dead, and I killed it. So yeah, so I've got like a dongle on my Mac with a power throughput and then a separate powered USB hub.
Mm.
And I've got 8 things plugged into at the moment.
Yeah, I think I've got about 6 plugged into my USB hub at the moment.
Yeah, but the powered one's very useful, so it's definitely worth investing in. But the thing is, once you've got your audio set up, don't touch it. Just leave it as it is.
Leave it alone.
Otherwise, you'll have a similar situation to a certain individual from Port Talbot.
We are.
Who had a gold microphone like dangling above his head, and every time he would fiddle with it. And then one day he got angry at Crazy John because Crazy John went, "Leave that fucking microphone alone!" And he got upset, didn't he? Do you remember that?
What's he waiting on by? He's good. What's he getting? Wait, oh. The audio in.
Okay,
audio
Google,
in.
can you get ducks out of bed, please?
It's just sent me all these rude videos. Ducks in bed. Hey Google, change my light to blue. You fucking bitch. Problem was
I don't know whether you'll be able to hear this. Hang on.
Bobby!
Bobby!
Hang on.
Strickland propane.
Yeah, we heard it.
Where is Ellie? She's a looker. Probably the offer of a bank.
Mum just sent us a photo. She said she's having yakiniku and soup ramen for dinner.
Ramen, is that your wife?
Yep.
Soup ramen. So it's basically what noodles in broth. Do Japanese make dumplings too, don't they? It's the same as similar to Chinese dumplings.
Yeah.
Duck dumplings or
yeah, quite popular.
I like ramen. Ramen is great. We got. If you ever come over here, obviously it wouldn't be as good as Japanese ramen, but we have good ramen place up.
I sell propane and propane accessories.
There you go. There's a business you can have. You can have your pigeons and delivering spliffs to people. See, you're watching on the map. Some pigeon's gone off. That pigeon has ingested the cargo. Abort!
Shut the hell up.
Oh, you shut the hell up.
Shut the hell up.
He does all the voices, doesn't he, in that show?
That's right, Dinkum. Yeah, Japanese dumplings are gyoza.
We got teppanyaki over here as well.
Yeah, I like teppanyaki. My mother-in-law makes really good yakiniku.
I love the way they just basically. Well, we might do that. We might. If not this time, you're up. Next time, you're up. We'll go to do a live stream from teppanyaki. That'd be pretty cool.
I did live stream from a Japanese restaurant once. Yeah. I wanted to try the YouTube app, so I actually set up a live stream in a restaurant on YouTube using the YouTube app. And about 6 o'clock in the evening, while I was having dinner, I think I had like 20 people watching. But obviously, I couldn't really talk, so I just put my phone on the side, and just ate. But yeah, all the usual people there. Jackie was there. Jackie Green was in the chat. I think Melissa was in. There's quite a few people in watching.
Mm.
But then when you use the YouTube app, it makes your stream private. Once your live ends, your stream automatically goes private. And then I ended up just deleting it. I should have kept it, really.
Oh, there we go. So we can go to Murasaki, Teppanyaki, Broad Beach. Closes soon. Closes at 9:30.
Oh, what's the time there now?
9:59 p.m. That's Brisbane time. Brisbane don't celebrate so they don't celebrate that saving. Oh yum. I'll share my screen. I'll show you the place. If anyone's interested. So this where Kel and I might go one night. We'll do a live stream from there. So that's obviously soup, are they? Oh, yum, yum. What the heck is that? Is that duck? What's that? Is that pork? What are those things? Are those things you were talking about, Barry? And, one mic on blank. Okay. They do it in front of you. Right. They always seem to do things funny, eh? They always seem to like flip egg into you or something. Try and catch rice and
Can't beat Japanese rice.
I need to return them. If he delivers a spliff to, does he have to return the pigeons? You are not impressing. You are not impressing Chaos agents. But you got to give yourself a Chaos agent name, Barry.
All right, hang on a second then.
There wasn't many though. They didn't mention Mister.
If you've caught up with chat yet.
Yeah, I feel like having some noodles actually. It's so fucking cold here.
What's in noodles? Noodles are probably
4 degrees.
But have some wasabi. That will warm you up.
Yeah, I don't like wasabi.
You don't like wasabi?
My wife loves wasabi. We've got like a wasabi grater.
Oh, really?
So,
fresh.
Yeah, she because you can buy wasabi paste, but it's not real wasabi apparently. So
no, it's very chemical. It's very chemical tasting.
You buy the root and then you on the root.
You, what do? You on the root.
Yeah.
You rub your root.
2 degrees where Dux is.
Oh, bloody! He's an island, isn't he?
Yeah, it's not just the heat with wasabi though. I just find it tastes very bitter and gritty.
It's
I don't like it. But yeah, that's the main reason why I don't eat sushi. I don't really mind the raw fish, to be honest, or vinegared rice. But I can't stand the wasabi on it.
You don't always have to have wasabi on. They always put wasabi in.
No, you can buy like a California roll or something like that. But yeah, well,
we just get the sachets.
Like you can imagine my wife, she's like, yeah, this sushi. So
yeah, it has to be traditional. Yeah.
Well, yeah, wherever she goes, she always compares like British supermarket sushi to Japanese sushi.
Kikkoman, was it Kikkoman?
Not like they sell sushi here in Tesco, but it basically is the equivalent of like us having the world's worst fish and chips or something.
Yeah, because obviously, yes, like when you order food from overseas, it's been dumbed down. I guess the word changed for Westerners.
There's I don't know whether it's still there. I assume it is, probably is. But there used to be there used to be an Irish theme pub in Reykjavik that on the outside it basically looked very much like a traditional British pub, but there was a big sign hanging from it which said the world's worst Irish pub. And you go in there and it was just literally was. It was like fucking somebody had been to a British pub, tried to copy it and done it very badly.
That's
like the Disneyland of Irish theme pubs. It's fucking horrendous.
We have a lot of Irish pubs in Australia, especially down the Rocks, which is down in Sydney.
Do you go to the pub very often then, Dan?
That's in Sydney. If I go down to Sydney, I'll have a pub meal. Pub meals are good, and I usually make it a habit to go to like an Irish pub on at days. I don't drink, so like I drink non-alcoholic beer. I know it sounds really soft, but I have my reasons.
Yeah, I've never drunk this much in my life. What I drink now is the most I've ever drunk in my life, and I haven't had to drink for what 3 days, 4 days.
Not being rude, but is this something you want to discuss off? But are you feeling that you need to drink?
No, the opposite. No, not at all. If I drink, I drink to enjoy it. So I never drink because I need a drink.
It's like like Joe. Joe was like he was saying.
Yeah, well, I don't know enough about Joe's personal situation, and it's not really for me to comment. But I'm
not making comment on what he mentioned.
I'm guessing that it's not. It's not normal to be drinking so much booze at 10 o'clock in the morning. So there's obviously an issue there.
Like the doctor, technically they say if you have
like
more than 2 or 3
in your
beers,
case, Tim, like you've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning, haven't you? So
that's right.
It's completely different.
Because I have to do a bastard job, which makes me so depressed that it's one of them ones. Like, nah, I'm not joking. No, you're right. It's 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning thing. To me now, this is like 3:30, 4:30 in the afternoon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Correct.
That's
right. So like when we were doing, I did extra works on movies. I was part of the extras in Great Gatsby and all that. And we started having dinner at 11 o'clock at night because we started filming.
Yeah.
So that and basically like I got used to eating that late, and now I can't. I did so much extra work. I started eating at odd times. I never eat before 9 o'clock. Usually dinner's about 9 o'clock for me. By the time I get home, I have to relax. I can't just sit down, cook, and eat. So I have to cook and then eat afterwards.
I got a wonderful appointment at 2:20 at the job centre that I'm really looking forward to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, another one. I'm going to do it every week now, Bar.
I thought you were. Didn't you go the other day though?
That was last Wednesday. That was it.
Fucking hell.
Every Wednesday is.
All right. Fucking
A
can't believe
bloody
it.
fly just jumped in my beer. The bastards.
So what are they going to?
Nothing to moan about because I got a job interview. There we go. So, yeah.
Yeah, but what are they going to? What do you have to go there for? You just going to sign on? Or?
It's just it's not really even signing on. So I've already had. I haven't had it yet.
You have an appointment to say what's going on.
I've got a UC check, which is going to be paid out on the 10th for 166 quid. But I've still got to go in today, like obviously, and next week and the week after and the week after until I've upped the hours. So
there's better ways, man. There's better ways.
Yeah, it's a joke, man.
You know what? You need to say to them that you are suffering very much depression.
Mm-hmm.
That you have not slept properly. You are not eating properly because your payments have been.
Oh, do you want to see an unboxing?
Who's boxing?
I'm excited.
It's got an Amazon smile on it. It's got an Amazon smile on it.
Is it a pearl necklace?
It's a dildo.
Is it a wank suit?
It's a dildo. It's an.
Is it the cat in the hat? Oh, it's Betty. Look. What is it, Betty? What is it, Betty?
What have you got?
Shoes.
What's he got, Betty?
Oh,
shoes. Shoes.
Sketches. Wank boots. I mean, shoes.
Wow, look at them, Baba. Ooh.
Will they fit you, Betty?
Nice stuff.
Are they going to fit you? Are they going to fit you, Elizabeth?
There's no airbag.
Too big for you. Bit big. You might swim in. You'd be able to sit inside of them.
I am a size
11. Play with the box.
Size 11.
It was yours, like sitting in it.
Size 11. Size 11. Blimey, your hands must be massive.
Oh, aye. Yeah.
Oh, what, you want the keyring, do you? It says squish me. It's a squishy one.
Oh.
You want it?
Not sketchy.
Sketches.
Sketchy. Yeah.
Well, because they look very similar to my Adidas ones, like, and they're half the price and pretty much the same quality. So I'm like, all right, we'll give them a try.
Funny, you say Adidas. We say Adidas.
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 Nike.
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 Nicky.
Nicky. Ilessi.
What? Lissy?
Ilessi. You got Ilessi.
Is that a football club? Is that a football club?
Brand of clothing. Well, some people call it Ilessi, some people call it Elise.
Elise.
Elessi.
Tottenham.
Yeah, smack on your face.
Tottenham or Tottenham?
I know all the different ways of saying things.
Is it Tottenham or Tottenham?
It's when you're a kid, isn't it? You're learning to spell. It's like Adidas. All day I dream about sex.
Yeah, that's right. That's what it was. All day I dream about sex.
Tottenham.
Tottenham? Tottenham?
Yeah, it's not Tottenham, as you would think it would be pronounced, but no, this is Tottenham. Tottenham. Totnum. Tottenham.
Leicester Square.
Puma.
Leicester Square.
Yeah.
Leicester Square?
Yeah.
Puma.
Leicester Square.
Piccadilly. Go Piccadilly.
Yeah, no, they feel comfortable.
Really?
Right, let's go.
Please off. That's it.
What are you trying to?
Gun pop.
Hey, just grab your phone and
Oh, she's got the new shoes.
Well, it's like things in America. Like they will say,
potato.
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 Or pretties. Or for ducks, they call them pretties. Do you call them pretties over in pretties?
Size 11, but my toes are like right at the very end of these.
Pretties.
As long as they're inside them.
What are they called, buddy? Champions. Do you call them champion mushrooms?
You got with it.
Where a craft form micro precision screwdriver set 12 pieces, £37. Okay, now.
Freddo's. Oh yeah.
Good, aren't they? Like them.
See, Freddo's over here, buddy. A chocolate.
I want a precision screwdriver set, micro.
I've got one. Well, not
they
that.
are A99. Yeah.
I bought it. I'm so glad I bought the screwdriver set, the special one, because when the drone went in the drink, basically I was able to take away all the parts because obviously it has different keys.
Or like an electronic screwdriver set.
Well, no, I didn't have an electronic one, but I had a manual one. I don't.
I mean, for like the secure screw threads, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, because once you go, the outside ones are normal. They're normal. Once you start to go into the specialties, I don't like you touching.
Yeah, £37. That seems very expensive.
Is I think J2 he has a really good
I've got a local hardware store, so I might go down there and give the local shop my business rather than fucking Amazon.
Is your soundbar working?
Yes. Yep. Also, yep. I can Bluetooth music from my phone to it. Actually, it's pretty good.
So I've got a Bluetooth speaker, but I've realised because I'm running it through my computer, the moment I move my mouse, it starts to interact with it. So I need to work out how to stop Bluetooth and my bloody Bluetooth mouse. I might have to hardwire it.
Get a new mouse.
No, this is a good mouse.
Connected via USB.
No, I don't want to connect the mouse.
Good mouse.
Freedom.
Yeah. This is a good mouse. This is a bad mouse. And this is a dirty rat.
Dirty rat.
No!
You want to pick it up? Is it out there? Your head now.
It's like a fucking dog.
Hey,
you.
Hey, I'll throw you.
I don't want to tempt fate with things like this because you don't know if them things. I don't know if it's just playing dead and the cat's all.
I think he was dead, mate. You picked him up by his tail, hung him down. He was dead. Hey, I'll throw you a tenner if you film yourself throwing over your neighbourhood. Just go, hey.
Hang on, do that for free. Watch.
Yeah, I'll do it for free. Yeah, I did that once. I freaking something come from over there, and I threw it back over. He goes, "What are you throwing it over here?" Because, well, he goes, come over my house from your house. He goes, live when it came over your house. I said, yeah, when my cat. They love bringing presents to you, don't they? Gingy brought us a present today. We sit there, we fed him some stuff. He had some prawns, and then proceeded to eat the tails, which he enjoys. Then proceeded to sit there and hock them all up.
Mm.
He overstuffed himself.
Cat farm. Ugh.
That rat was alive. It was a freaking good actor. if Dinkum's still in the chat, he might be able to back me up when I say this, but you can run over a toad here, like a cane toad, and literally its guts can come out of its stomach. And then and then you think, oh, it's dead. And all of a sudden it starts to suck its guts back through its mouth and then bounces away for some shit. Not all the time. They do die. They do get killed. But they seem to be very resilient to punishment, yeah. They're big buggers up here too. Like they're about the size of a cricket ball, if not bigger. That would be good in this. Curry powder. Yeah. I don't know if I've got any keys.
Oh, I suppose I better do some Christmas shopping.
I'll send you my Amazon wish list then.
Do you have to shop at Tiffany & Co for the wife? Or?
No.
She wants a Smithson purse, which is 300 quid.
Sounds country and western. Sounds like it's from fucking some sort of like.
And do you match each other's presents, or do you sort of don't go that way?
No, it doesn't matter. I don't need anything for Christmas. I bought myself a new guitar 6 weeks ago. I wasn't even 6 weeks ago. It was like literally a month ago.
All I want for Christmas is my big wank suit.
My big
wank suit. Yes, my big
or a small one.
I don't get my wank suit for Christmas.
Themed Christmas special edition wank suits.
Come and sit in your wank suit and go ho 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 ho. Be a jolly big fat guy and jump down the chimney. Your wank suit with a chimney. Authentic snow. Are you fucking ready for this one? A snow globe wank suit. Make your own.
Yeah. Is that snow? Nice, cheers.
You can make a snow angel in your wank suit. Yeah.
Only $2.99 in man. Cheers, globe.
Yeah. Or paying for with PayPal. Okay, so let's look at this microphone. You reckon Amazon's the cheapest one, or should we go?
It depends what you want, isn't it?
Well, I want something that's going to work that you're not going to whinge about. I think what I think the major issue is at the moment is that I don't actually have a desk. So I'm sitting on my couch doing this, and I have my attached. So basically, I have to move it up and down every time.
So you need the whole thing then. You need everything.
Well, I've got the arm, but I don't know.
Because you can do what Tim's done there, or Crazy John, just put it on a boom arm and just hang it. It needs to be closer to your mouth.
Yeah, but the thing is this, right, is that if I had a desk, it could work. It can only reach so far. So I don't have anywhere to put it, if that makes sense. To attach it to. So, if you had a desk, I could attach it to it and it'd be like you're obviously sitting at a desk now. If you were to try and stream from your couch, your sofa.
Oh no, I wouldn't stream from the couch.
Or whatever. No, yeah, but if you wanted to, like you could. I've been a bit laggy then. Sure. Oh, nice color keys. Do they change color?
Yeah.
So they have RGB too, do they?
Yeah. Color cycle.
You know what? Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to save on electricity. Does I know the LED lights, but I've got RGB everywhere. Like all my fans are RGB. My motherboard's RGB. The bloody graphics card's got RGB. Even the memory's got RGB. Just thinking, does that consume more electricity if those lights are on? Probably,
Minimal.
Minimal, but still enough that every little bit counts, I guess.
Well, I think if you're going to go down the road of turning off your RGB on things to save power, then you should probably not bother live streaming at all, because then excuse me, that's how you're going to save the most electricity, isn't it? Like, for example, if you're going to live stream, then you need your lighting to be decent. You need your microphone to be working. You need everything on, don't you? You can't.
Oh yeah, but you don't need the lighting though. You don't need the lighting on your computer. That's only aesthetic. That's like saying you have neons on your car. You don't need them. They're only going to
Well, no, your basic point is correct.
I'm just using my laptop.
Yeah, you can do that. Well, I'm using my laptop as well.
I have a laptop, anyway.
Just the webcam in my MacBook is not great, so.
Which is surprising that they probably put a cheap.
Oh, it's too low. That's the problem. Like you can see from Sab's angle, the camera's looking up at him. So if you've got like a monitor and you can mount a webcam on the monitor. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
You look like you're hanging on one, mate.
Yeah, we could all spend like 7 hours squatting our computers.
You look like you're back.
You wouldn't know, like, when I'd just be sat here like you lot anyway.
You look like you're backing one out.
I've never actually seen you sit down.
This is genuinely because I like to stand up all the time.
Yeah, no, it's all right. It looks fine.
Actually, the stream you did the other week,
as well, aren't we?
Yeah, the stream you did the other week from your lounge, and we're all like, "Where are you?" This is not normal. We don't normally see you sitting down relaxing.
No, that stream, your birthday party drunk stream, Sab. That was a really, really good stream.
I deleted it though.
And you were quite mobile in that live stream. So.
I don't genuinely remember.
That was Vicky's. That was.
I think I drunk quite a lot on that stream too, actually.
Oh.
No, it was a good stream, man. It was really, really good. I think Joe
deleted?
came on towards the end, didn't he? And he was wrecked.
Yeah. I think we all were at that point, like, a little bit.
Yeah.
And Joe's sitting there saying, "Why are you guys all like?"
All right. Can I just say something? Jordy, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, Laura told me I was a bit like, kind of like, not like nonchalant rude, but just like kind of like funny rude. Like, do you know what I mean?
No, you were being very blunt that particular live stream.
Oh, jeez.
I remember you were like very, very blunt.
Useless fact for today. Did you know that 99% of fart is non-smelly? 1% that's smelly is mostly volatile. You know what? I got told today that hippo sperm is fucking
hippopotamus.
Hippocampus? Hipparchus. Hypotenuse. Hypotenuse.
Hip on the side of the counter, Jobby.
That thing that floats in water.
This
shit's windmills.
Oh wow! When you whack your hip bone and it really gets you down.
Ready? Hippos are well adjusted to live within rivers and other bodies. Pink urine. Now that hippos have pink urine.
Why? Oh, is it because of what they drink in the water?
Yeah.
Is it algae in the water, like the flamingos?
Yes, unfortunately for them, they lack sweat glands to help release heat from their bodies. Instead, they have a different gland that secretes a cream-like oily fluid that is red in color.
Come on, let's get ready for nursery then. Come on. Go and sit down then.
I'm probably going to jump off Dan because I'm going to have some grub and chill out. But where I was going to say, I might come back on later. But you're going to probably be going to bed soon, aren't you?
About 10:28, so I start work at 700.
What time are you coming back from the job centre, Tim? 3 o'clock?
I'm probably get a bit of kit before I go. So it's going to be like about 2:20. I've got to be there. So about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock-ish, I will be back. I expect.
If I set up a live stream for around 4 o'clock?
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah, my time. I'll be snoozing.
Yeah, you'll be. You should be asleep.
I shall be asleep.
You're working.
But
tomorrow?
anyway, we might. Yeah.
You're working tomorrow then.
I get up about 6. I'm lucky to get a bit of sleep. Yeah, of course you're not tired.
Yeah,
I had to sleep too.
We'll see. We'll see. Well, we'll push it. I'll tell you what. We'll push it till get 3 hours in, and then that'll be good for your watch hours, won't it? So I'll
no. Oh well, you don't have to. Like it's.
It's all right, I'm not dying of starvation or anything.
Quarter of an hour to go anyway, Dan. So.
No, we know we don't have to.
Yeah.
But we're going to
yeah, we know that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like it's.
No, we know that.
Well, fucking hell, fine, then. I don't have to pay a fucking
I got a dirty scene for you. Just fuck right off.
Just fuck right off.
Fuck right off. The way he says it, though, his mannerism is great.
You can links and loads of tablets to go with it. Yeah.
Oh, he's got his, I think
it gives me time to go shop.
He's got his hospital appointment, hasn't he, tomorrow?
Yeah.
He's probably going to be pretty anxious about
that. Was it Thursday your time or Thursday my time?
I don't remember him telling us a time.
No, but it was
Thursday morning, didn't he? Yeah. Maybe he did tell us a time. I can't remember now. I don't think he did.
I'm not gonna mention, but like I'm scared they're gonna find something.
Yeah, to find his brain.
No, something down in his.
Nah, don't say that. Don't say that. I think the opposite. I think he'll turn out fine. He'll be one of those undiagnosed.
They'll turn and say,
medical mysteries.
Can I drink your blood? It's about 99%.
Yeah, anything. It could be as much as just a little ulcer.
Could be. He's had other symptoms as well, though, hasn't he?
Mm.
Yeah, but as I say, it's not all about the watch hour. Watch hours are good, but I enjoy the company. You know what I mean? I enjoy the company.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, especially knowing that my friends, and I consider my friends and family, going, yes. I worry about you guys, like, you know, I worry about Frank. You know, everyone says, "Oh, he's fine," but you know what I mean. Like,
I'm not worried, as in I think there's anything wrong. Just, I'm sure he's busy. That's all.
Yeah, but we just like to like
there's
you know,
more
for
to life
instance,
than YouTube, isn't it? At the end of the day, I think some of us, you know, like in Frank's case, I could be wrong, but I think, you know, he was obviously not getting out of the house much, and his initial thing about streaming was to come on and meet people and to socialize. So if he's doing that in real life, then that kind of fills the void of YouTube. Maybe, yeah, I'm just saying in Frank's case, it's not the same.
Well, we miss it, you know what I mean? We miss the Friday.
Yeah, no, I do too, yeah. But sometimes if I'm live streaming, Frank will be around. Pop on.
You know, like even Laura, if Leah didn't say that Laura's phone was, we wouldn't worry so much. But then if she didn't turn up several streams, it'd be like,
yeah, well, I'm quite bad at that. I mean, fair play to Laura. She messaged me the other day to see if I was okay, which I genuinely appreciated. But
I do forget that I've both got your phone number, but I'm very mindful because I don't know if you guys are silent, like your numbers are silent, like notifications are silent. So if I send you a WhatsApp at my time.
Yeah. No, I normally have my notifications turned off. Otherwise, I get bombarded. So, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't message me. That just means that I'm not one of these people that will reply straight away. I'll get around to it.
Mm.
Well, that's right. Because where was I? I was at work the other day, and Leah messaged me and said, "Oh, hi, are you going live?" I said, "No, I'm unfortunately I'm at work. I'm at work today, and I've got to pay for all the YouTube stuff." I think Mel was going live. That was Mel's birthday day, so I said, "Just watch out." Whether she would have been safe there. So obviously.
Yeah, well, I might do that. I might go live later this evening or this afternoon, and then just stay on all the way through.
Well, yeah. If you're on, I get a break, so I can jump on my break. I just got to be mindful. Have an hour break. So tomorrow's a good day. So
I haven't seen Leslie in the chat this morning. So
she was in earlier.
Oh, was she? Oh, okay.
She was on. Whose chat was she on earlier? Tim's.
She's on mine last night. Yeah.
Oh no, that would be last night for us.
Sorry, yeah. So yeah, she's becoming very confident. Ali,
she's all right. Yeah.
Ali.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to say like I'm very cautious. I don't want to say open house, but yeah, for the people in the chat.
No, but you know what? Okay, so
I
got someone who liked me, a new subscriber.
Oh, like that.
Her name is Fozzie Nasser.
Oh.
But she's actually got videos up on a thing.
Fuzzy Nutter.
Fozzie Nasser. She's from. She's been on YouTube since 8th of October 2015. She has a few videos of her family. Some BTS new dance or something. They must be like what's BTS? Is that like a
pop band?
Pop band, yeah, K-pop, yeah.
K-pop, yeah.
So she must be Korean or something. But she got two videos of. I assume she calls a Penny, Pani. Maybe that means granddaughter or something.
Whatever.
That's the videos, but whatever. She's only got 7 subs. I mean, but I've had another guy who messages me, which I find. His name is Kabang. Sorry, I'm not being rude. He says KUBANG PUTIH Farm CP comments. But he just says, "Great, my friend." He just made a comment on my stream.
Yeah,
my friend.
Well, I think there are some regulars that I would consider my friend. There are some people that pop on every now and again, who I'm fine for them to be in the chat, but I wouldn't. Really
Well, even that guy that jumped up, I mean, we were a bit iffy about him, but like he came up, he said blah 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 blah.
Well, no, I just thought yeah, perhaps I shouldn't have said what I said on that one, but
you've been cautious, and he knew that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just thought his channel looked a bit shouty. That's all.
Yeah,
and he did start to. He did obviously he does have an agenda. He did start to say some stuff, but yeah, I don't think long term that would have worked out very well. But it's your channel, mate. You let on.
I know. I understand. But everyone's welcome. But everyone's welcome. But obviously, within.
Well, that's where I'm a little bit different. That's what I'm saying. Most people are welcome, but some are not.
Yeah, that's right. I will agree with you there.
Yeah. All right, then, Dan. I'm going to jump off. So thanks for letting me up. Yep, yeah, and I enjoy your.
We might end the stream, guys. We'll
enjoy your job centre, Tim, and I might be live later this afternoon. Yeah. All right. Take care,
guys,
everyone.
Thanks.
Have a good one. See you later. Cheers.
All right, so we'll end the stream there, guys. Thanks for all coming in. Enjoy the rest of your evening or night or whatever. And we'll talk again soon. So see you all on Barry's sometime tomorrow. All right. Cheers, guys. Have a great one.